ready to get going if everyone else is.
Alright, streaming has started, and also backup recording in case
also, if you ever
Hitbox
get the
pulls that
chance,
shit again. What?
and if you guys need a few laughs.
Butts.
Thank you, and hi stream. Just as a note to anyone here or listening, if you ever need a few laughs and have a good amount of time, watch a Let's Play of Ripper, because that game is hilarabad. It's like the sort of thing that MST3K would make fun of if they did video games.
Fair.
You're
You're just gonna post that everywhere, aren't you, then?
Yep. I'm gonna post it for a little while because it works too well.
Yeah.
Like
that
is straight up the kind of hand gesture I would do if I could.
Yeah.
Just whip my elbow back all the way around.
I do know one GIF that is better than that.
So you guys wanna start, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do know one GIF which is better than that. Just give me a moment to find it.
God damn it, Din.
Meanwhile.
A Din seal of approval.
No, wait, that's the goose of approval.
It's the goose who wishes he was a seal.
Correctly, last session ended what the fuck? Last session ended all falling asleep.
Yes, last session we all...
And of course, Freeze is snuggled up to Summer, asleep and drooling on the holy texts.
Summer totally did not fall asleep. She's just resting her eyes. Did not tire herself out building a giant sandcastle. Don't know what you're talking about.
I helped.
Am I coming through okay, by the way? I'm still
Unrelated,
worried about my mic levels.
Yeah.
Cool.
You've got Fallout up in the...
Yeah.
On.
Anyway, yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna make the assumption, wake up next morning. Cool. Yeah, so you guys wake up in your own inn. Oh, that's weird.
In the inn.
You guys have 3 places to sleep now. Yay.
Stop crashing at the church.
Sure can.
Yeah,
and
pretty much. And yeah, you guys...
want to wake up first, or
You guys have all the information you had from last session. So, what do you guys want to do?
Get the information from Glor after she wakes up.
Get the information to Glor.
Oh, that's right. We have information that Glor doesn't have.
Mm.
Okay,
swap info over more.
And since Glor has not yet seen Freeze's new ability, when Freeze wakes up, she's actually now, I'll save that for later. She's just gonna walk down the stairs and face plant on the bar. Bartender, give me a triple. Shit, I'm not allowed to drink.
I can make you a coffee. Glor's not up yet.
Coffee's gross. Can you make me hot chocolate?
I can make you hot chocolate.
Summer appears around the corner when you say hot chocolate, and she immediately looks vaguely hopeful.
You can have hot chocolate too.
Thank you.
Do you want marshmallow? Of course you want marshmallow, silly question.
Nod.
Gla will at this point come down the stairs.
There is already a coffee pot ready for Gla.
Gla will eyeball the coffee pot, eyeball Shadow, pick up the coffee pot, and just start drinking from it, all the while giving sort of a, I approve, but what the hell look.
It's just, there isn't even a cup there, it's just the coffee pot.
just it's been pointed out to me that I have entirely the wrong thing.
Yeah, I did say that, but I
Sorry
think
guys,
it got.
I'm not with it. Let me just
That's
change
fine.
that. Frack. I don't know why it did that.
Yes, there are now 2 cups of hot chocolate with little mini marshmallows and whipped cream, a pot of coffee, and a cup of tea.
Okay.
Free, just basically, what's the word for when you kind of try and drink a drink all in one gulp?
Chug. Chug, down. Generally one of those two.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend time making that look pretty. My apologies to the Broken Souls chat. I did not mean to make that public. Right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys.
That's fine.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't notice that. Anyway.
Alright, so I assume you guys had some fun while I was sleeping.
We made a sandcastle. Like a really big sandcastle. It's probably still there.
Met another player. She gave us a little bit of information that might be useful about teleporting.
Pet quests. Oh, done teleporting too.
Oh, well, yeah, the pet quest. But I think Glor might be a bit more interested in the... She looks over at Glor and says, apparently she tried using a teleport crystal and a teleport gate at the same time. Managed to get a glimpse of... Well, we're pretty sure it's wherever Discord is. She said it was a giant cathedral, and she saw the shadowy figure that we all saw back at the start of this.
Also, some dickhead has powers similar to mine.
Ah, Blade.
Blade.
He can also clip.
Okay.
What about you, Glor?
Oh yeah, I don't think you...
Yeah, I don't think Glaw has seen that yet. Glaw is going to take another drink from the coffee and go, Deep Sleep's on floor 5. They're recruiting.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Great. Well, there's some fun shit.
Mm-hmm. Among other things. I will be perfectly honest, my brain has so just like... My brain has been in so many different places over the past couple weeks, and it's been so long since I've been part of this. I don't actually remember everything.
No, you basically got all the important details.
Yeah.
Also the fact that Cerberus has been murdering people in towns, but you knew about that already.
Actually, I don't know that we did.
Well, you knew about it in the sense... Well, sorry, Glor, you got told by Prophet that the spray-painted dog heads are basically Cerberus saying, lol, I killed someone here. And you guys saw that on level 2, I'm pretty sure?
Yeah. Sorry. Then, yeah, Glaw's gonna pass along that information as well.
Oh, good. Well, I don't have to feel bad when I kill one of them.
we're not killing anyone.
Accidentally.
Wait, Shadow, seriously.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm not going to do it on purpose.
As long as you're not.
Freeze just puts up a fun summer as
Summer
We can
incidentally
deal
back
with
in her
the-
armor.
we can deal with the moral ambiguity of capital punishment after we're done not dying.
Not dying is always the probably top priority.
And making sure as many other people as possible don't die. So,
Mhm.
sounds like we're heading up to the next level then.
Glaw
Yeah.
nods.
And you guys okay with me not fucking with the teleporters today? Because Or at least not yet, it's too early for that
No,
shit.
that's fine, Freeze. It sounds like finding the Nightmare Guile probably should be our current priority. We'll look into teleporting and glitching when we can, but these people could do some real damage.
Mm-hmm.
And she stretches herself out and just sort of does the dog after stretch shake.
Summer looks away, slightly embarrassed.
Dork.
Yes, you are.
You're not allowed to do that.
Do what?
Turn my insult back around on.
Fuck
Fuck you, dude.
Things that barely qualified as an insult.
Dog isn't really an insult. We're all kind of dogs.
I mean, yeah, we ended up trapped in an MMO,
About ponies.
so I think that qualifies us. I mean, you know, that's just a guess.
I mean, Glory's probably less of a dog because Griffin. But
Fun fact, we all may be complete fucking losers.
oh, I know that.
Tell anyone.
Shh. I think I might not have a social life.
Glaw's simply... Glaw is going to glare at Freeze before going, fuck you, I'm the coolest person in my D&D club. And then smiling.
Freeze actually giggles. Well, I'm the coolest person here, because, you know, Freeze.
But
And that makes Summer the hottest, but we already knew that.
Wait, what?
I just
There was innuendo, but I missed it.
I was too busy drinking hot chocolate.
She was indeed.
Freeze just rolls her eyes and gives Summer an affectionate noogie.
Summer just has a little whipped cream mustache.
Alright, well, I'm done fucking around, Glaw says as she puts the now empty pot of coffee on the table. So, shall we head up?
Ready when you are.
Freeze cricks her neck. If anything tries to hurt us, I'll punch it.
Sounds like a plan. You know, you'll have to beat Glaw to punching it, but
Glaw's going to look at Shadow and go, you're gonna say to the punch, don't even fucking try to pass that
I
off.
was. I was trying not to, but I was.
If we ever meet in real life, remind me to whack you there, too.
Alright. So you guys going up then?
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Alright. So you have the images document open.
And then Efbrus came out of nowhere.
God damn it,
No, we already
Efros.
killed you.
We killed you.
I killed you.
I'm a
You
god.
only
god,
killed my
god,
first
god.
form.
This isn't even my final form. Then get
Oh,
to your
great.
final so we can kill you.
In a video game. Yes.
Alright. So yeah, if you guys go up, you come out on a... I don't have the stuff I want, and that's really annoying. Alright, so yeah, you come out in the, at this front of a sort of fairly rustic village, on top of this plateau on, you know, this mountain plateau. And if you walk in, which I assume you guys are, You know that the village name is Luton, and you can feel the sort of safe zone stuff. So, like, it's a safe zone. The buildings are made of like stone and wood, though plant life is fairly abundant, like potted plants, little bushes out front of houses, stuff like that. And you can see a stone wall that presumably goes around the outskirts of town. In the town, there are the basics, sort of cheap inn, blacksmith shop, item shop, several small houses, that kind of thing. And you can hear what seems to be a fairly loud, commanding voice coming from the center of town.
I don't know. I was gonna do something, but actually, I should probably wait to do it till later. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Okay.
Glaw's gonna fly up in the air and see if she can't get a good look at what's going on.
So you can see, and if you flick to the images document, ladies and gentlemen,
Turn to page 4 in your handbook.
pretty much. So yeah, Glaw, you see those 3 ponies. Well, 2 ponies and whatever the hell pond meteor is.
Uh,
An abomination unto the Lord.
a Dralicorn.
Standing in front of this quite like decorative fountain. And there seems to be a fairly big group of ponies standing around them. Like, all sort of facing them.
What can I make out of what they're saying?
From where you are, not a heck of a lot. They seem to be talking about, sort of the area around, and one of the biggest. Then they start changing to talking about Discord and what his plans are.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really seem to get the specifics.
All right. Glaw will land back or get back down on the ground with the others and go, I think I found our targets.
What, already?
Fine target.
The assholes from Cerberus.
Can do.
Shit.
Let's go then.
Just remember, I have a mass teleport crystal if we need to put them in prison. You don't need to kill anyone.
I don't plan on it, not unless it's the last resort.
Glad to hear it. Thanks, Jesse.
Last resort is only resort.
Last resort is actually just second resort.
Oh man.
Summer wants to believe good things of people, but
yeah, like, as you walk forward and you get closer to the crowd, you can hear Drawn Charger, the adorable little blue and purple one at the front. She seems pretty happy. Pond is just sort of standing there, very basic. Deep Sleeps looks like she always looks, fairly sort of blank and uncaring. She seems to be scanning the crowd more. But yeah, you hear Drone Charger start this, and I say this: why should we all be forced to leave by a small few small people's selfish wishes? Why should the masses not get a choice due to the vocal minority? I, for one, wish to say, die with my friends rather than awaken. And who are the guilds like Death Cube, Horace, and Gemini's Legion to tell us that we cannot choose to stay? You heard Discord's rules. We get to his castle. We all go home. I, for one, don't want to. What say you guys?
Law will respond from the back. Maybe because after he's dead, you can fucking come back if you want.
I think somebody's talking about us.
can I, Summer's gonna take a note of those other 2 guild names. What were they? Gemini?
Horace?
Sorry?
Hang on, I'll just post.
Cheers.
Bloop. Heresy and Gemini's Legion.
Horsery.
For the record, Freeze responds in a far less mature manner,
Go
with
fuck yourself.
more like, go get a handy to a cactus!
Freeze, not helping.
Wow.
Glow will turn to Freeze and go, "It's okay, you tried."
You tried.
Yeah, like there are a lot of people apart from you guys who seem to yell stuff out. Not all of it, however, seems to be derogatory.
course
Just
not.
most of it.
Summer is going to start
Like
making her way
there are
to the
definitely
front
quite a
of the
few
crowd.
people in the crowd.
Guys, I'm going
Yeah,
to
there are
say
definitely
something
quite
that
a
might
few
be
people in the
stupid.
crowd who actually
Mhm.
seem to agree with them.
Like I said, Summer trying to get through the crowd.
You
voice
can
in
push
her head.
away.
Sonny, what
Push
the
away
fuck are you
forward.
doing?
I'm going to try and diplomance.
Diplomancy.
Like Summer's pushing her way through the crowd. Drawn will sort of look up and look over at Glaw, and be like, "Can we?" And why would we want? It's like my point still stands. Why would we want to leave? Like
I don't.
it's good here.
I don't know. Maybe because eventually the hospitals will say, fuck it. They're not coming back and pull the plug on the life support that you're no doubt hooked up to.
Then we die here, better than having to slave away at a shitty menial job.
Oh no, you have to grind. Welcome to every fucking MMO ever.
Not the same thing, and you know it.
Glaw's
you
going.
have to deal with a shitty menial job? How fucking sad!
Glaw's going to look at Glaw's also going to sort of just raise an eyebrow at that and go, "Okay, good. Yeah, agreed. Maybe you do have to go back to a shitty job. So what happens when they, obviously stop producing any content here?
Which
You gonna look for what? I don't know about you, but I'm gonna find it just as shitty if I'm killing boars all day as if I'm going to serve some fucking patrons at a bar."
I'm pretty sure to add new content they need to bring the servers down, and they can't bring the servers down when there are people in the game.
And if they
Don't,
did, what the fuck do you think would happen to us?
She actually she looks at you, nods and smiles, and goes, "Yeah, I mean you do have a point. We will eventually run out of content, but at that point, we finish. But why do we have to finish on your schedule?
You don't.
But we do. If guilds like you go to the top, get to the castle, that's it. We all get booted. You heard him. And I, for one, don't think they're going to exactly just let the servers stay up after this. Do you?
Well, no, but they will probably bring them back. Once
Really?
They worked out the
What?
evil.
You never know. I'm pretty sure with the amount of money they got on, day one, I'm pretty sure they won't just go, fuck it. It's not worth it.
How's Summer's journey going?
Would you
Yeah,
let me know
Summer,
when I reach-
like this little exchange to the front.
Oh, I'm at the front now?
Yep.
Excuse me. Oh, did they not?
No, sorry. I got distracted reading the chat. Yeah, she looks at you and goes, Summer, right?
Oh, you know me. And you must be...
An asshole.
Oh,
I can't.
Fuck it, she reads her name. And you must be... Oh, what's her name? Damn it. I had it a
Drawn-
second ago.
Black.
You must be
Drawn
Drawn
Charger.
Charger. Was it Drawn Charger
Nice
you were
to meet you.
speaking?
She's too
Hey, yeah.
happy for her own good.
A pleasure to meet you. I've heard very much about you. I hear you mentioning our name and the name of two other guilds. You don't really seem to be offering us the opportunity to defend ourselves. Perhaps you and some like-minded guilds would be happy to set up a debate between the guilds of your point of view and the guilds of our point of view, and we can talk about this in a more civilized manner rather than just smearing mud about each other behind each other's backs. What do you think?
You see
Sorry,
Pond
you
Meteor
Shit.
open up a menu and send tap some stuff, and Drawn Charger opens a menu and looks at some stuff and looks at you and goes, "Of course, would love to, especially with some of the more unique situations that your guild members are in. You are leading them, I take it."
Oh, you seem to know rather a lot about my guild, and I don't know very much about yours. Perhaps we could meet
Aside from your old assholes.
Perhaps... Shh. Just glances back. Perhaps after your rally here is over, we could all meet in private over lunch, perhaps, and talk a bit about this. You know, get to know each other's viewpoints. I'm quite interested to know what makes you all so keen to live in this world of ours.
Oh, of course. We were actually just wrapping up. Well, I think we've convinced all who are going to convince with this one. There's quite a nice little cafe around the corner if you'd like to join us.
Excellent. Why don't you all head there, and I'm going to just let my team know that we're going to meet you there.
Of course. And it would be very appreciated if they could keep a civil tongue in their head.
No, I don't.
I know that you
I
guys
don't
have a little
control
bit
them.
of
I don't
problems
try
with
to
that.
control other people, but I'll see what I can do.
That'd be much appreciated. It would definitely keep things lighter, shall we say.
Indeed. Well, we'll see you momentarily. And Summer starts
Of course.
pushing her way back to the others.
John Charger will give a little bit of an ending spiel before walking off. You can see her and Pond Meteor are sending message, and Deep Sleep's just rolled her eyes and looks completely uncaring about the entire thing.
Deep Sleep does not
Also,
give a shit.
As you get back, you can practically see question marks over Freeze's head.
Freeze has found the emoticon menu.
Summer just gets back to the others. I'm frustrated too. Obviously I am. But we're not going to get anywhere with them if we just try and be hostile. If we can try and find out a bit more about them, why they're doing this, I think we might make some more movement.
Damn it, Summer, why do you have to be such a grown-up?
Because I want to be a cop one day.
Well, there's your answer.
Being able to negotiate is an important part of conflict resolution. You guys don't have to come with me because I know I made this decision without you, but I've asked to meet them privately to talk about this.
Oh,
Oh, the hell I'm not coming with you!
Glow,
I'm
Shadow,
pretty
We
sure.
are not getting my girlfriend alone for any reason at all.
Yeah, we're not exactly on the idea of leaving you alone with like all of them. That's just asking to get murdered.
You're in
But
safe. Yeah, I take
Since
your point.
you're the smart one, just to,
Glow,
I'll do
you gonna tell me
this
this
to
is a
shut the
stupid
fuck
ass
up.
idea?
Glaw's going to feign some sort of offense at that and go, "How dare you suggest I would ever use a word as vulgar as ass, you fucking moron."
Freeze actually giggles.
Yeah, I think that gets a laugh out of Summer as well.
Yeah.
So, would you like to come with?
Glaw shrugs and goes, "Yeah, better than yelling at him from the back of the crowd anyway."
Alright, but I'm not going to tell any of you what to do, but I think things would probably go over better if we try and deal with this civilly and not lose our tempers.
Right, I'll go get a
Just
gag. Maybe
looks at
sew my mouth
Freeze.
shut.
Oh, Freeze. Surely it's a bit early in the relationship for that.
Freeze actually goes bright red and buries her face in the ground.
Summer kills herself laughing. Sorry.
You dickhead!
Yeah.
Oh,
Totally
guys are all growing up. So great.
Glaw's just going to turn to Freeze and go, "All right, let's pinky. Well, wait, let's just promise. I'll keep you quiet. You keep me quiet. Deal?"
Alright, I don't promise I won't kick you under the table.
That's fine. I don't promise I won't blatantly punch you.
I don't
Okay.
promise I won't break your shins kicking you.
And if things don't go so well, Shadow, feel like doing some reconnaissance afterwards?
Yep.
Excellent. Alright, they said that cafe over there.
Yep. On the way, you guys see a group of players carrying a cage towards the front gate. And in the cage is a small level 7 Drake.
Holy shit!
Wait, as in a player?
Yeah, it's a group of players.
No.
They're carrying
in
a
the cage.
monster in it. No. There's a monster in the cage.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
God. Wait, why is there a level 7 down
Can
here?
we tell what guild they're from?
Yes, if you give me a minute. Do. Come on, give me something that doesn't suck. God damn it, I have to use that now. So I went to like just a random name generator, and this is the first one on the list. Pineapple of the Dark Instinct.
Yep,
Yeah.
that definitely sounds like a guild name.
Boom, done.
With special guest leading member. Just right.
Who lives in a dark instinct under the sea.
That knowledge group. I have. Yeah. You guys can roll a knowledge check if you want, or not. Up to you.
Knowledge, my best skill.
Hello,
Thank
there's-
you. Is it good?
Pineapple Guild. Is one of the members called Katia?
No.
Did you say
Oh, that was supposed to be a
knowledge?
9.
What is my general knowledge?
Knowledge.
General
Oh,
knowledge. Someone.
fuck!
No,
Nat
got it.
20!
Holy
Yeah,
shit, never mind.
You know what? Maybe I
Um,
don't need to roll mine.
I'm doing it anyway.
I think Law
Wow,
has
that's
this.
a lot of high rolls.
Um.
I wish we hadn't wasted them on the pineapple.
Not Pineapple Guild.
They're not a. Even like with a nat 20, they're not a guild you've heard a heck of a lot about. You have definitely seen them on lower floors at times. Like you've seen them clearing, like fighting monsters and stuff. You know that none of their players. First thing you can definitely tell is that none of them are orange or red players, and they're definitely not high-ranking players. So you're not entirely sure how they managed to get, and that for a fact, nobody's cleared the boss for floor 5, 6, or 7 yet. So you're not quite sure how they got the level monster they did. But yeah, they're definitely not on the front line teams, let's say.
Weird.
But yeah, mostly they've just kept their noses clean, and they're not. Yeah, they don't really have much to go with for them.
Freeze actually. Sorry.
And yeah, that's about it.
Freeze actually yells at them straight up. Hey! What's in the box?
We can see,
See
what's in the box. Why is it,
Why
in,
is
the
it in the
box?
box?
How did it get in the box?
Oh,
How did it get down here?
Early name generator.
Alright.
Random name generators.
By the way,
Select
I've
all.
moved... Sorry.
Generate. Cool. So one of the guys who looks at you, who's an Earth pony, named Painted Prize, who's standing next to the unicorn who's carrying the cage, looks over and he's just like, oh, we got it for one of the quests.
You got
There's a cage you can get in the Monster Hunters Guild that allows you to capture monsters. We're just taking this one downstairs to see if we could get it to help us beat one of the beat one of the quest bosses.
Freeze's jaw is slack.
You sure it's not
Oh
going
my
to turn
God, oh
on
my
you?
I'm not entirely sure
Um,
that will work how you think it's going to work.
we have no idea, but
Oh,
I want
I-
a Pokemon!
like, it doesn't seem to be like angry at us at the moment. So I'm
that's
hoping
because
it's
it's in a fucking
stays that way.
cage.
And it's, you know, should be fine. I've seen these I saw these monsters attacking other monsters on, like, later on this floor, so
Just be careful.
yeah, we will be.
Summer is
Shit,
looking
one
very
moment.
worried right now.
They are so going to die.
That's so cool.
Don't get too ahead
Summer.
of yourself, Freeze. It might also be very dangerous.
I want a pet lizard.
Only if it's allied to us.
My mom would never let me have a pet lizard.
I
Yes,
have a
well,
cat.
your mom's not very
I can
nice.
live with that. Yeah, really though.
Oh, damn. So hang on, I seem louder now, but so does background noise.
Sorry
I'm-
you have to deal with the audio shit.
Okay, I'm now right next to my microphone, so I might be too loud for you guys, but
No, that's fine.
I can hear you. You're fine.
okay. Basically, my microphone is now on my belly, so you might start just hearing my stomach as background noise.
The daddy stomach growls.
Rawr.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho. Damn pineapples.
So, Freeze just shakes her head with confusion. I really want a big lizard and I can ride it into battle and just... She flaps her hooves.
So,
Okay.
wait, hang on. How did they? Because we were at 5, and I don't think anybody's got further than 5 yet, have they?
Don't care, big fucking lizard.
Well, I was just gonna say, look, I'm not gonna worry about it until it breaks out of the cage and starts attacking people here.
Yeah, but
Alright, but when that happens, we're gonna have to kill it.
Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
how
I'm
did they?
detecting tones of sarcasm.
I'm confused.
Call Scotland Yard. They have a new chief detective.
As long as you get it out of your
snorts,
system
but
now
very
and not while we're
quickly
talking to the
cries.
unfriendlies.
Right. Okay, so, get it out of my system. How's it go? Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Okay.
Oh,
Don't
George
forget
Carlin
wanker.
Well, shit, I think we just killed our G rating, guys.
We're kind of derating.
You just watch the Y in the corner slowly go up in rank every word.
Ding, 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 ding. Drrrr.
And somehow
And,
it's only...
hey, we're on now.
It's,
We're TVMA. TV doesn't do R, it's MA.
That is true.
We are now M. I'm pretty sure they were bullshitting us.
Yeah, while you guys have been arguing and swearing and stuff, that's just sort of walked off.
Of course they have. I would too.
So, yeah. Freeze says, okay, I think I got all that out of my system, so, okay, let's go and talk to the magical dickhead brigade.
Well, we'll go and see if they're there anyway. To the cafe.
Freeze
Da-da-da.
actually bites her lower lip, as they're moving along.
Yep. Yeah, if you go to the cafe, you can see them all sitting at, like, the essentially pushed two tables together. And you can see that Drawn's sitting at what would be the head of the table, for lack of a better term, with with deep sleep on the left and pond meteor on the right, all have like cake and sort of deep sleep sitting there sipping tea with like a chocolate cake, and Drawn and Pond both have cheesecake and just water. And when Drawn sees you, she sort of waves you over and she's like, "Please sit down, order whatever you want. It's on us."
That's very kind of you, but
Tea and cake.
Summer.
Yeah, like as you guys sit down, if you choose to sit down.
yeah, Summer sits.
Like an NPC server will come up and take orders for whatever you guys want.
Breeze says, "Give me a bucket of ice."
You just need a bucket of water with you.
Shut up.
Anyone else?
Glob will order the guy to not approach her.
And what would you like to order? You to fuck off.
I'm sorry, sir. And the NPC sort of looks at you. It's like, "I'm sorry, sir. That's not on the menu."
Well, good. It's a secret family recipe. So maybe fuck off.
Dan, Glass, stop telling NPCs to fuck off. They can't listen to you. Anyway, anyone else want anything?
Summer waves her hoof in a negative gesture.
Shadow?
Tea and cake.
Tea and cake? Alright.
Cake or death?
So the NPC.
Tea, cake, or death.
Tea, cake, or death.
Will walk off. And you can see this more sort of menu tapping from both Pond and Drawn. Before Drawn turns to Summer again and goes, "So, what would you like to know?"
Oh, I was actually quite curious. I thought it was just the three of you there on the with the crowd earlier. Have you got other guild members advertising or doing lectures or talks or what have you on the other floors as well?
Oh, no. I'm more of the spokespony? Yes, spokespony for our guild. The rest of them aren't as charismatic as I'm sure you've met.
Oh, met one or
so
two
seen
who claim
things.
to have been affiliated with you, yes.
Yes. Hunter and his gang.
Yes, I imagine you
Okay.
probably don't want to be associated with someone like Hunter.
Breeze makes a wanking motion with her hoof.
Summer,
Well-
just without looking, just kind of pats her hoof down.
She sort of smiles and goes, "Well, yes and no. I mean, it's useful to have someone like that who's willing to help out, and as long as he was really just on the second floor,
But
he couldn't cause
you
too
don't.
much trouble." But
Of course, you don't approve of using loopholes to kill players. Of course, do you? That would run counter to the message you're trying to promote, wouldn't it?
Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it, but if you haven't noticed, this game isn't exactly well designed program-wise.
No.
So,
if
I'm
I
always
were
wondering if
going to
it's
be
part
stuck
of-
here forever, I'd rather hope all the glitches were out of it. But alas. Which does lead me to my
Oh.
next question. How did you all decide that you would like it better here than out in reality?
Well, I mean, it would really depend on which members you talk to. I
How
mean,
about you
Deep
three?
Sleep. Oh, Deep Sleep here, for instance, and Deep Sleep just gives her this look.
Oh, incidentally, while all this is going on, can I kind of be making insight checks to see how truthful they're being, or if there's something they're keeping back?
Yeah. What's your passive insight?
My passive insight, I want to say it's good, but I can't remember. My passive
14,
insight is
okay.
14.
For the
Yep,
record, please,
so yeah,
is
we'll go
just
with your-
basically chewing on her bucket full of
I'll go
ice.
with your passive, and if there's anything you want to, like, double check, feel free to make a roll.
Thanks.
Well, Deep Sleep here,
Request the same.
she has some unusual interests, let's say, that people on the outside don't approve of. So, being in
Just
here
go
allows
on
her...
for affinity, goddammit!
I don't think they mean those interests.
Glaw will at this point grip Freeze's mouth shut.
And she likes to experiment with different concoctions that some people on the outside don't agree with. Couple that with a fairly shitty, well, school and home life, and you can understand maybe why she'd want to stay here. Myself, well, as I said, working as a stock girl forever doesn't really seem to interest me. I'd much prefer to utilize what talents I have here, and
Oh,
there are
such
just
as?
some things I'd rather, and some people, let's say, I would rather no longer associate with.
Could you elaborate?
Ponzi, however, just honestly, I think Pond just likes the form.
Pond likes what, sorry?
The form.
I think Pond really just likes the form, to be honest. And from what I can tell, something about an abusive relationship. She doesn't like to talk much.
That is unfortunate. And what sort of skills do you all utilize in this reality? What do you
Well-
get out of being in here?
As I said, I get to use my more persuasive talents, something I don't really get to do back home. And, you know, Deep Sleep gets to, you know, make her little concoctions without anyone watching over her shoulder.
But not to use on anyone, I assume. She kind of glances
Wow,
over at Deep
everyone's
Sleep.
got to defend themselves somehow, right?
Ah, for self-defense, if there's no other option, I think I can understand that.
I mean, it wouldn't be like, especially with certain members of your party, you wouldn't be advocating self-defense against other players, would you? And with that, she gives a very small glance towards Shadow before looking back at you.
Shadow waves, completely oblivious, or at least feigning oblivious. Just sitting there, just the mask is like half skewed, but she can still see out of one eye hole, and just has the cake like halfway in her mouth when she waves.
I would never want to take another life, but I would do what I had to if I needed to survive or protect the ones I love.
Of course. I mean, that's the rules here, isn't it? It's so much simpler. Here you can just take out your rage, your sorrow, and you can deal with it in much more hands-on approach than you can in the other reality, for sake of argument.
Well, that's debatable. I mean, I suppose it feels more hands-on because we are, or at least feel like we're inhabiting these bodies. I mean, I used to play video games as a form of stress relief ever since I was younger. I didn't have to be trapped in them. But I suppose this is just taking escapism to the next level, escaping from reality entirely and never having to go back.
Exactly. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we're not the only ones who feel that way.
No, indeed. How and what would you suggest to the people who want to leave? You know, the people who maybe they don't like it in here. Maybe they don't like video games and we're just trying this for the first time. And, oh no, now they're trapped. Now they will never see their mother, father, brother, sister, friends, family. Maybe they had a job they loved. Maybe they helped people on a regular basis. What do you say to them? That you want
What do
so
I say
badly
to
not to
them?
leave that you're willing to sacrifice their freedom.
That in the other reality, they may have been happy. It's true. But here, why can't they do the same thing? Over there, we had choices taken away from us. Here, we can make choices we couldn't there. And if, they had a
you
job
must
helping
hear
people,
the slight
like
contradiction
your
in
friend
what you're...
Hopeless, for example.
Listen to me. You must hear the inherent contradiction in what you're saying. You say there is choice here, but in denying people the ability to leave, you're taking that choice away. Their friends
Am I
and
denying
family
people
are
to
not
leave?
all in the game with them. They will miss them. I miss the hell out of my mother, my stepfather, my friends. I will never see them again if I can't leave this game. You want to take that away from me?
Sorry.
Alright. Let's look at the opposite end of your argument. You want people to go back to abusive relationships, shitty positions, disabilities. You want people to go back to suffering that they really can't escape from.
And you
because
want
miss
people
your
to
dad.
stay here where there are glitches that can kill them at any time, no matter what they do.
Are you saying that in the real world you can't just die at any time no matter what you do?
No.
Everywhere you are, you take precautions to survive. Here it's just more inherent. Here you can't just get hit by a car. Here you can't fall off something high and break some important bone.
You can, technically. You
Actually,
take gravity
you
damage
can.
in this game, and the glitches can come out of nowhere. You're trading one prison for another.
What about the people who like this one better? That's the basis of my argument. And in some
You're
ways,
putting
that's
their
the
needs
basis of...
above the needs of everyone else.
Are you not doing the same thing?
No.
For the
You know
record,
why? Because this virtual reality is amazing. You know what? After this is blown over, they will make this world again. They will make thousands like it. And you can take your pick. And you can stay there for as long as you want.
You really think after one psychopath pulled this off, any government ever is going to allow regulations for these types of things to be made again?
Yes, because governments are stupid. People are stupid. Nothing is perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. It's how you deal with it.
You've gone into this game... Hey, listen to me here. You are an incredibly persuasive speaker. You are honing talents here that I'm sure you never had the opportunity to have in the real world. You will have them again, because you know what? If and when we get out of this game, and I'm not saying it's a certainty, but if we do, people will be incredibly damaged afterwards, traumatized. Some people will be so used to the game that they won't know how to function in the real world, and you will be able to help them. Because people will be able to come forward and say, I can't function in the real world, I need help, I need to go back in, because that is all I know now. You can help these people. We can have it both ways. The people who can escape, the people who want to escape, they can, and the people who want to stay, we will make it so that they can too. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. We can cooperate, we can work together, we can all get what we want.
I understand the point you're trying to make. And in some ways, I do agree with you. But if you want to make compromises, fine. Let's make compromises. Why do we have to do it on your timescale?
I have never mentioned a timescale.
You want us out as quickly as possible. Is that true?
I want to get the people who want to leave out as quickly as possible, yes.
So you want us, as I said, you want everyone, because remember, Discord said it himself. You find this castle, everyone gets to leave.
Everyone gets
Gets.
to leave.
Does not.
That's
Hang on
the
a second.
critical word here.
I
Everyone-
don't think he meant
I'm sorry,
we get a
but do you
choice.
know Discord personally? Do you know exactly what he meant?
Do you?
No, I don't.
Because, I'm
So
sorry,
how do you?
he's crazy. Right? Like, let's be honest here. He's freaking nuts.
This
I
is
don't think
what
anyone at
concerns
this
me
table is
here.
going to disagree with that.
Would you... 1 second, though. You do know that everyone has to beat the bosses to get to the next level. It's not just a matter of you clear the boss and it's cleared for everyone and everyone can advance. That is not how clearing works. So who's to say that if we get to the top level, everyone leaves? It could be that everyone has to beat the final boss in order to get out of the game. And I know I'm talking in hypotheticals here, but we can find out more. We know that it's possible to find out more about Discord. And when we do, maybe we can find out what he meant for certain without any of the ambiguity that is causing so much strife. Because if it were the fact that we could get to the top level, beat Discord, and then everyone who wanted to leave could, and everyone who wanted to stay could, wouldn't that be ideal? Wouldn't that be exactly what you want?
She frowns as she looks at you.
Insight.
Yep, go for it.
You guys feel free to jump in, by the way. I'm aware I'm kind of
Oh
hogging
no,
the
that's
situation.
fine. You're pretty much
Yeah, I'm
diplomatizing.
enjoying this. I just want to make it clear that Freeze has kind of been freaking out for a little
With
while.
a 28,
Glaw cannot read any fucking thing.
Gloria's busy trying to keep Freeze
This
quiet.
pony seems nice!
With a-
I like this pony.
Yeah,
I want to keep
George
this
is
pony
busy.
forever. Pet it and name it George.
Drawn.
yeah. With a 28, you can tell that your words are definitely having some effect. She, like, throughout the conversation, she's been very, very politician smile, very calm, all that kind of thing. But when you said that, she frowns, and she looks contemplative. And she looks at you and she's like, okay, let's say, for example, you're right. Let's say that anyone who wishes to stay can. And again, this is all hypothetical from both sides, it has to be. But does that mean the people who choose to stay get to make this the reality as we want to make it?
You don't have that choice right now anyway.
No, but let me rephrase this. Does that mean people who play the game, if they're people who are going to choose to stay anyway, should they not be allowed to play the game the way they want?
Well, they should, certainly. We should all be allowed to
If
play
this
this
is going to
game.
be their
It's gonna
home
bite me.
We should
permanently,
all be allowed to play this game the way we want, and for a lot of people that includes not dying in the real world when we die in this one. But I'm assuming that is something you'd want to keep as a feature of this world, were you to be able to stay in it. You do want death in this game to be permanent for you, don't you? That seems to be one of the
Oh.
things you were saying.
Yes, that would be preferably.
Because it's better to
Preferable.
die here than in the real world, of course, right?
Exactly. Less mess.
Even if you have to die screaming at the hands of a glitch. I mean, that's the trade-off you make. Which is fair enough.
Well,
you
I
could
mean,
die
it's
screaming
not
in the
like
real
you-
world too, after all, couldn't you?
Wow.
You don't have to die screaming. You could die a lot of different ways.
Well, yes, and of course if you stay here you could die because they have to cut off life support because they can't
Afford
they
to-
can't cope with the drain that the number of
They
people
do that
being
to
kept
old-
alive
They
is.
do that to old people all the time, right?
Yes, but that's
Hey.
a different story.
No, but as I'm saying, it's completely reasonable to make that trade-off. She kind of
It
looks.
is. I agree with you. Yes.
If that's what you
Barrels.
want, if this is the world you choose, and the sacrifices you make are the possibility that you might die at any time, that's your call to make, and I'm not going to take it from you. But what changes would you want to make?
Keyless.
Sorry?
What's up?
I rolled might to escape Glaw's grip.
I should probably roll counter might, shouldn't I?
Yeah, roll counter.
I don't think you're getting out.
Glaw's gonna. This is a personal thing. Glaw's gonna take a -5 penalty.
Yeah, sure.
How
You don't want to
come?
grip it too tight.
That's 29.
You might
So-
break
Wow,
free.
that's sad.
I think
Even
if-
with the
Freeze.
with a -5, you almost got
I
it.
think if Glaw used her full strength, she would probably end up breaking Freeze's jaw.
No, the reason is that Glaw, Glaw is honestly perfectly fine letting Freeze go. It's just still trying to maintain a semblance of
It's just like, no,
composure.
Freeze, stop.
don't do
Freeze
it. Oh, no.
is going to just break out of Glaw's grip, knock the bucket of ice off the table, and storm out.
Okay.
Summer
Oh,
looks
yeah, actually,
incredibly
that's a good
torn for a moment, and she kind of mental links to Freeze. I'll be out soon. I'm sorry.
Drawn watches that go, and she's like, "Pity. I wanted to talk to her." The
She
point I
doesn't
wanted
have a
to know
life that
that
she particularly wants to go back to either, but she's helping us with the clearing because she knows how much the rest of us do. She's a good person. Listen, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. I just had one other question. I've heard your motivations. I am very curious to hear about your leader, Cerberus, and what made him decide not only to stay in the game, but promote the idea to so many others through you. And by the way, I would like... May I roll insight just to kind of get her reaction and also Pond and
Oh.
Deep Sleeps?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Today is Insight Day. 24. Sorry, I'm having a bit too much fun. I didn't think I didn't think I'd be this invested.
It's okay, this is awesome.
Um.
I only fucked off this
I
Freeze
actually-
because that's in character.
Yeah. I yeah.
Sure. Why not? I think I just broke something, but that's alright. So yeah, you can see, like, basically, you almost don't need to roll insight for Deep Sleep's reaction. She looks amused, absolutely just holding in a laugh.
Interesting.
Pond looks contemplative, sort of paying more attention to you now than her screen. And Drawn Charger looks almost worried. And her, like, she looks at you and she's like, I have actually only met Cerberus once.
Really? I would have thought you were his left-hand person.
He, she, they don't really... They're not really hands-on. They have their own plans, I think.
But they
Uh,
keep you
she-
keep you apprised of
Roll
them,
a
yes?
perception check, actually.
Another perception, okay.
Actually, everyone can roll a perception check.
Ah. Wait, can
Not
I roll
even
another one or
Freeze.
just...
Oh, no, like, roll perception, not insight.
Oh, got perception,
Oh, right,
sorry.
you actually rolled it. Sorry, it hadn't come up on mine.
Oh, sorry, I think I added the wrong thing. Take 5 off that, so I got 17.
Can even Freeze roll perception?
Not Freeze, because that's right, Freeze is left. Glow, do you want to roll, or... Oh, right, Glow's gone. Herp.
I could roll 4 glow.
Hang on, Glow's perception is like 17.
Really?
Ah,
Yep.
Damn.
I'm back. Sorry, what happened?
Roll.
Take your roll.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Ignore
Okay.
mine. Okay, that's
35.
better. Yep.
Ah, damn.
Freaking Christ. Glow, you notice that when Drawn Charger goes, seems to have plans of her own, of their own. She glances over at Pond, as she says it, but like really slight, really quick.
So much more to me if I had context.
I was asking about Cerberus.
And why he's such a dick.
I didn't say that.
You
Well,
were
that-
implying it.
What Summer is saying is, well, but surely he keeps you apprised of his plans, of what he aims to do. I mean, you seem like you'd be very high up in his guild, so... I mean, I'm not asking you to divulge anything to me, obviously. I'm just curious as to who he relies on. He must rely on someone. They must rely on someone, I mean.
And yeah, Drone Charger sort of nods, and she's like, "Well, I wouldn't say I'm exactly the left hand, but I am fairly upper. But I have only met them once. They seem to have more plans of their own." And yeah, she says that. Glow, you notice her glance over really quickly at Pond.
Repeat that, but thank you.
So, fairly elusive then, if even you've only seen them once. I suppose we'd never get lucky enough to have a meeting with them then.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't be surprised if they are keeping an eye on you.
Oh yes, but that's hardly the same as meeting them. If they ever do want to talk with us in person, we'd be more than happy to find out more about such an intriguing character.
Deep Sleep at that just cracks up laughing. It's an absolute just hysterics, and the other two are just looking at her.
Deep Sleep, you...
Well, she's just...
Deep Sleep, you perhaps
There's
know
something you want to
Cerberus a
share
bit
with the
better than the
class?
others then?
Let me... Oh, no, I'm in the same boat as Drawn Charger. I've really only met Cerberus once. But let me put it this way. If you ever meet Cerberus, if you're not too busy pissing yourself, I'd be making sure you're at the back of whatever army you brought with you.
And what makes you say that? Are they particularly good at combat?
Cerberus is...
Not actually one
Cerberus
person.
is something else. I've never met anyone quite like them. They have a way of getting into your head, let's put it that way. They seem to know more than anyone should.
That's fascinating. And what makes you think that we'd be terrified of them? Would they be meaning us harm in
Because-
some way?
If Cerberus wanted to break you, which, knowing the fact that you're probably going to go against whatever plan they're cooking up.
Well,
You're
if we
going
knew
to
what
get-
their plan was, perhaps we could work with them.
Unless you know that plan involves killing people.
Well, I'm
I don't know what
sure
Cerberus' plan
that
is.
you wouldn't want to kill people, would you? You wouldn't condone that, would you, Deep Sleep?
You're totally not against killing people, you know, with self-defense and all.
But killing people for
She
sport...
opens her mouth, and Drawn just looks over quite calmly. And just goes, "Deep Sleep, do us all a favor and shut up."
Summer actually has to hide a smile at that.
I'm sorry. Sleep has some
Issues.
rather outgoing personality traits. Let's put it like that.
Your friend seems incredibly insightful, and I thank her for her input. Now then, we have probably taken up enough of your time, and I'll want to go and check on my friend. I think what might be a good thing to do next would possibly, I mean, you might want to check this with Cerberus first and make sure it doesn't interfere with his plans, but I meant what I said, that a debate could be a healthy way to go about this. Get everything out in the open, Perhaps I could get in touch with Horsery or Gemini's... Damn it.
Legion?
Thank you. Or Gemini's Legion. Perhaps we could organise something. Or maybe
Wow.
you'd like to confer with the rest of your guild and get back to me on that.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not sure our leader will make an appearance, but I'm sure we can get some more of the upper ranks to
Oh, well,
attend to your little debate.
that would be much appreciated. It's a shame Cerberus can't be there. I'm sure he'd make a very persuasive argument. Oh, perhaps maybe not as persuasive as you. You do seem to be very cut out for this kind of thing. Now then, Glaw, Shadow, is it alright with you if we make some tracks?
Shando.
Drawn stands up. If you guys will stand up, Drawn will as well, and she'll be like, just one more thing before you go. Don't forget where you found her. If you still think this place is all bad.
She blinks.
Do what now?
You know an awful lot, don't you, dear?
Well, let me put it this way.
Would
If you
you
know
like
the right
to-
people,
And
everything's
because
for
you
sale.
know so much, let me tell you one thing. My mother met the love of her life after he put my father in jail. Now that is hardly ideal now, is it? But as awful, as terrible as that situation was, something good came out of it. I can hate the situation you're in and love her at the same time. And with that, she just turns and storms off.
Just stuffs the rest of the cake in her mouth, slides the mask back round the right way, and walks off.
Law's gonna give a half-ass salute and go. And when this whole political party scheme of yours runs afoul of the fact that maybe nobody wants you in charge, just
What does that mean about me being in charge?
yeah, sure. And Glaw's just gonna leave.
You hear you hear Drawn Charger just give a laugh, and she's like, while you're out there, do remember, you might want to work on some of those issues before you hit some of the later floors. It might help out.
The lion side of my ass.
If I had fingers, you'd be seeing one.
For the record, when you guys find Freeze, she's in a sort of isolated but nearby place, just lying on the ground and hitting her head against
Do that on purpose.
the ground.
Summer rushes
So-
over and hugs her tight. I'm sorry, Freeze. I'm sorry. I should have stuck up for you. I should have. I'm sorry.
Ah! Damn it. Freeze
didn't-
is not saying anything coherent.
Freeze, I didn't want to make nice, but I had to. I'm sorry.
I know you're doing the right thing and the smart thing and the grown-up thing. That's what you do. That's good.
She mental links to her. I can't let anyone know this because they might be listening, but I want to punch their stupid faces in.
Freeze just giggles and hugs Summer.
She just keeps holding her tight. You did really well staying there as long as you did.
Even if Glaw had to keep your mouth shut.
She turns around and looks at the others. I just kind of got way too into that. How did that go? I mean, did I screw everything up? Are we gonna be okay?
She just sort of tries to give a thumbs up because her mouth is still full of cake, but just like shrugs and just looks at Glaw.
Well,
Glaw will raise whatever claw is closest to Shadow to give a thumbs up, and then put it down before going. In my opinion, that could have gone better.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have gone in more prepared.
Glaw's gonna shake her head and go, no, you don't need to worry about that. That's kind of the whole point of spurious random debate.
The frustrating thing is I can kind of see where they're coming from, but no, they're still insane. This is messed up.
It's Glaw is going to
Freeze.
nod and go, yeah, they have a fairly decent point in that, yeah, once people can get out, there's not going to be a reason that people won't be dragged out necessarily. That said,
Freeze.
it's still
Sorry.
bullshit. Sorry.
Mhm.
You go right
Freeze
ahead now.
actually looks quite ashamed and is just sort of focused on the ground.
She actually turns around and hugs her again. You know I didn't mean that. I mean, Freeze, I know. I said something to them after you left, and what I said was that you didn't have the best life to look forward to when you got out either, but that you were helping us because you knew how much it meant to us to get out.
So do
And that's what makes you a good
lose
person,
you
Freeze.
guys.
You care about other people. They don't.
If I ever become like them, just
You've gone a bit
I don't
quiet,
know.
Eli.
sorry. If I ever become like them, just I don't know.
You won't. I'm not going to
You
let
won't?
you. Because if you ever start doing that, I'm going to do something. I'll get advice from Claw. Yeah,
Oh wow, you're really going to the deep end there.
exactly.
Freeze actually giggles a little bit. I want to do what they want to do a lot of times. I think about what I'm going to go back to, and I want to stay here. But because when I get out, I'm going to lose you all, and then I'm going to have nothing again.
You're
Oh,
not going to lose us.
You're not gonna
Freeze.
lose us.
It's gonna suck that we're not gonna be in the same place anymore, but we will contact each other over the internet every damn day, and I mean, all of us, right? We're not just gonna walk
Oh,
away from
yeah.
each other after this is over.
Oh no.
I
mean, if
couldn't.
if this was some kind of anime, we'd all wake up and then a week later we'd all go to school and be like, "Oh hey, we're all going to the same school together. What a coincidence!"
Given that 2 of us are in the UK and 2 of us are in the US, that would be incredibly impressive. And there's
Yeah.
also the fact
You
that I've
enormous
graduated.
Fucking
Also,
weeb.
the fact that I am a weeb, I admit that with pride. She just puts her hook to my chest. Also, the fact that probably half, if not all of
Freeze.
us, have already left school.
Freeze wipes her face and says, I haven't finished high school yet. I kind of dropped out. But, you know, I couldn't walk away from you guys if I tried.
Oh god, Freeze, you went there. Oh.
It's okay. She's allowed to do that.
Yeah. Listen, I think at some point it might make sense to reach out to those other 2 guilds, Horsery and Gemini's Legion. I mean, partly because I do think a debate would be a good idea, and partly because it would be nice to be in contact with other guilds who are fighting to get people out of this, but we don't need to do that right now. I've made enough decisions for this morning. It's what we do
Sure,
next
alright.
is up to you guys.
Glaw is going to see if the search function can't be used to find the 2 guilds mentioned, Horsery and Gemini's Legion.
Freeze is staying attached to Summer.
I just realized I muted myself. Very
no.
amusing, but serious time.
Also, there was a dog. What?
Sorry, one of my dogs is barking.
Oh, no. That's appropriate, because apparently there was a dog.
Oh,
It's just a dog.
yeah, the little
Sausage
dog-like
dog
creature in
thing.
his thing.
I was so involved in the debate, I forgot the dog.
I'm sorry.
The dog was just kind of there.
The dog was there the entire time, doing nothing.
The
Doing-
dog was the mastermind.
Roll
It's
perception
Cerberus.
to
The dog is
retroactively
Cerberus.
notice the
God damn
dog.
it.
The dog is actually Cerberus.
Or a Cerberus informant.
We all know that Sparky is Cerberus.
Yep, Sparky's Cerberus.
Speaking of,
Wait, I have a reaction image for that.
Oct-
but
Octi
what,
reacts.
you spoke like something was about to happen, Qless.
Oh, did I?
The words, ha, but serious time.
Oh no, I was just quoting abridged.
Okay.
But actual serious time. Yes, you can go and look up Gemini's Legion and stuff.
Frieza wipes her eyes and tries to look over Glaw's shoulder, and probably fails because she's probably much smaller than Glaw.
Everyone is smaller than Glaw.
What about Glaw?
Glaw is also smaller than Glaw, and yet also larger than Glaw.
I
I'm the same
question
size
the
as
logistics of
Glaw.
that.
Well, we know that
in a
Glaw
sense,
has
right,
long arms because the long arm of the Glaw.
Yes, exactly.
I was going to point out the idea of Glaw is probably much bigger than Glaw, but actual human Glaw is probably smaller than Glaw. So yes, Glaw is both larger and smaller than Glaw.
Glaw's ego is bigger than Glaw.
Mind blown.
I have time having to deal with time. I mean, fuck it. That's
Okay, I'm gonna stop posting Octavia pictures.
No,
No, you-
Never. All the
I'm
Octavia.
really not. Anyway,
This
yes,
gorgeous
you can
Octavia.
find them. Is there anything particular you wanted to do?
Is this a good time to mention the thing I asked you about? I feel
If
like
you
it's a
really
good
want to
time.
mention that thing, you can totally mention the thing. Otherwise, don't mention the thing. I don't really mind. Depends on what thing you wish to do.
Glaw's is
I
going
didn't
to
think I
go.
said thing enough in that
should
sense.
totally mention the thing.
Glaw's going to go. Huh. You know, it's very rare that we have this sort of opportunity in debate, but you know, there's a poll function, right, guys?
There's a what now?
There's a what?
What?
Yeah. I mean, this is a chat. It has, you know, worldwide accessibility. There's a poll function.
Huh.
As in, we
Okay,
can
I was
take a
thinking
vote on...
something completely different, but that's useful.
Considering the fact that
Oh,
this whole debate
freeze.
relies on...
Sorry, Glaw.
Considering the whole of this debate relies on the fact that, you know, we're deciding what people want.
We used the
We
poll
should ask
function.
them what they want. We should hold a vote. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad we
All
have
for
you on the team.
practicality.
Glaw for president.
Fuck
What in
that shit.
I'd vote for you.
Okay, never mind that then.
I'd vote for you if for no other reason than to have someone else be in charge who isn't
An idiot.
Drawn Charger.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was just going to roll his eyes at this.
So,
So,
can you, like, put up the poll on the webs thing you're just putting on the tubes?
Putting on
that was
tubes.
the most internet savvy sentence I've ever heard in my life. Thank you, Freeze. You have truly enlightened us all.
Shut the fuck up, I was quoting.
I
I
know
missed it, what?
so much.
And we're all just gonna pretend that didn't happen. So, Glaw, what you doing?
Glaw's going to put up 2 polls. One for
Fireman.
today.
Alright.
One for fire and one for freeze.
Sorry.
One for fire and one for men.
Sorry.
No,
Go on with what you were saying.
One poll will be for whatever, you know, day it is, and it's just a simple would you like to be out of the game? And And the second one is locked.
For now.
Yeah, the second one is just kind of like, it's not actually put up. It's like a note in Glaw's inventory, we'll say, that just says, where would you rather live? And, in either case, the options are yes, no, or, Earth, Equinity.
Summer's
That
just
okay?
kind of...
That
Yep.
works.
No, that's totally cool. I am just trying to figure out the best way of.
How the fuck do I do that?
For the record, when the poll goes up, the freeze instantly responds with do you want to escape? Yes.
So you're just gonna let that run all day?
Yep.
Sweet. All right.
Glaw's
Summer-
not expecting everyone to suddenly figure this shit out and understand. Oh, however, Glaw
It's
is...
actually just a big giant giraffe in the sky.
That would be kind of amazing, but no. Glaw's also going to send messages to all of the friends built up and just say, "Hey, spread the word. I'm just trying to figure something out."
I'm polling.
Summer is like, can I send that to some of my contacts as well?
No, we want this poll in our favor, Summer. God damn it.
She sends it to, I think the only contact I have that Glaw doesn't, basically, is, person we met yesterday whose name I've forgotten, but I'm sending it to her.
Beach.
Yeah, the beach pony. Because I know for a
pony.
fact that she
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
agrees with us.
I'm just Glaw was just teasing. I hope it's aware.
Oh yeah, it was.
Sugar Blade.
Sugar Blade, that's the money. She kind of looks at Glaw and goes, "This is a really fantastic idea, but I'm terrified that it's going to come back in favor of Nightmare Guile."
Well,
Glaw's
If
going to
it-
look at Summer and just go, "It's a poll. Since when have they ever mattered ever in the history of ever?"
I'm just afraid of what we
Okay,
might
good
find
point.
out.
It'll be fun.
Glaw's also going to go, "We're in a simulation. This is just to get an idea.
You're right.
For all we know, Cerberus can hack this shit and turn it into whatever he wants to say."
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, I wonder if I could magic. No, that would be unethical.
Don't cheat the
Ooh,
polls.
Summer, come to the dark side.
We have cookies.
I do
We do
like
not
cookies.
have fucking cookies.
We have cookies. I will make cookies.
He's right, he can make cookies. I do
Who am
accept
I
bribery in the
kidding?
form
You're
of
already
cookies.
on the dark side, including me. Either that or you're just fucking nuts.
Wait, what?
Never mind. Just be-
Alright, so we have had a very draining discussion with the representatives of Nightmare Guile. We have put up a poll. What now, gang?
I want to do something really fucking stupid.
We
Split
do
up
that
and
every.
search for clues.
You do that every day.
Yeah, you started
I'm
dating
so
me.
glad I'm not a player.
But
Freeze baps Summer in the back of the head.
Nah.
That was the smartest thing I ever did, doofus. But, I'd actually kind of like to test out these new reality fucking powers of mine.
You mean the clipping?
the clipping.
Yeah.
Well, you do need to practice.
Sorry, the what now?
Oh yeah, Freeze can walk through walls like no clip. Walls, floors,
Well, we haven't tried
tables, chairs.
floors.
Generally anything except other people.
I mean, I haven't tested it on all those things yet.
It's just assumed.
Hey,
Okay then.
I know it's only been a day, but do you think Hopeless would be really upset if we checked in on her again? I mean, not like dropping in, but maybe just shooting her a message, seeing how she's doing.
Glaw's going to say, I think she needs some time alone.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
best if
that's
we
fair.
give it like a bit longer.
I did contact the Spike brothers to see if they could help out. Stainless says that they'll drop by, and I've said, to trust Hopeless's judgment, so if she doesn't want the help, she can turn them away, but I mean, all those kids just by herself, it's something I should have thought of even before all this bullshit happened.
Hey, Summer. You
I
may be
didn't-
magical, but nobody expects you to be psychic.
Not yet, anyway.
I'm just...
Glaw's going to go, that doesn't mean we can't send a message to the kids to see how she's doing.
Mm.
Yeah? Like maybe Gala or Eep?
Any of them, really.
Glaw's going to sort of frown and go, I'd start with Eep, personally.
Someone else do that. I'm not good at talking to munchkins that aren't my brother.
Munchkins.
I could,
I'm
but
not
maybe
great
she...
at.
Some of the kids seem to have a bit more of a rapport with Glaw, so, I don't know, maybe she'd prefer to hear from you.
Yeah, they've got the fear of the Glaw in them. Good to
The fear
know.
of the glow.
Are they actually still
I mean,
afraid of you, Glaw?
listen,
I thought maybe Gala kind of got along with you these days.
I don't
Eep, yes. Garla and I are still having some issues.
Glaw, is that stupid scythes thing still hanging on the wall? Because maybe getting rid of that might help a bit.
Glaw's honestly going to roll his eyes at this and go, I think Hopeless used it maybe twice, and I used it once.
And that's not okay?
Frankly, I just find it there for, I'd rather they have a weapon there that, I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Well, maybe Hopeless can keep it in her inventory for self-defense.
That's a good idea. It doesn't have to be there anymore.
Thank you.
I think it's fair to just lay it on the table that we can all agree the kids are awesome, even if I don't necessarily like them and am not necessarily good with them. And Gala's kind of a peckerhead. And those are the important things.
Yeah.
All right, I'll send a message.
Thank you.
You guys go do whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, so we can wait. Or at least I can,
Freeze
anyway.
actually.
If you two want to go
Let's-
off and do whatever it is that you do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, God damn it, sorry.
Okay, so what's happening? I'm not totally sure if you guys came to a decision or not.
I
Look,
think
Law is
Law is
sending a
contacting
message.
Eep. I think.
Yeah.
Among other things.
I was just talking to Abe. I don't know what Freeze and Summer are going to do, but Shadow doesn't really have anything better to do and can just wait there.
Fair.
Was it Glaw?
You know,
search-
actually, am I still Zarkin?
No.
You're good.
No?
Okay, cool. When Summer says they don't know what you're talking about, Freeze actually messages her in her mind. I can teach you.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Oh, has Glaw that message?
Glaw's is still working on messages, actually.
Glow's just standing there, just tapping the screen.
Did we
Whatever it is unrelated.
Did we lose Eli?
No?
You guys
No.
didn't hear that part?
No.
You were a bit quiet.
Okay. Freeze sends a mental message to Summer when she's like, not like that, and Freeze just says, "I could teach you."
Teach me what? She says in her brain.
Breeze actually, her face falls, but she says, "Damn it, perfectly good on time for wasted."
Out of character. I couldn't remember the lead-in.
And you went. It would just you were just like,
The thing you said was,
Don't.
"I don't know."
I don't know how
don't
to
worry.
do that.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're all terrible.
Implying adult
Summer,
mode.
okay, in which case Summer just,
Shadow just not Shadow. Summer's just slowly turning red.
Breeze giggles and gently nudges Summer.
You guys are role playing, and I'm bored. Let's see if stuff happens.
I'm sorry.
Random
Nope.
encounters.
Should we stop role-playing?
No, never.
Should we go find a
No.
random encounter?
No.
But eventually, Freeze
Huh!
is actually
Huh?
at what?
What?
Cool. So,
Um,
well, Claw's sending his messages, and you
Okay.
guys are messing around. Shadow, you
Sup?
notice a familiar face wandering around.
Oh.
do I?
It's the level 7 Drake! Here to trade!
No, you see Blade, who seems to just be walking through town.
Oh, fuck him!
Blade.
Oh God!
He just subtly just points out, look, arsehole at 7 o'clock.
Are you telling this to the rest of us?
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Summer just, her face
Freeze looks and
falls.
says, "Okay, that guy looks familiar. Who's he?"
He's
Blade.
an asshole.
You know, the guy,
Oh, that dickhead!
the guy that can
She
also
actually-
clip.
She actually gets up and cracks her hooves.
Oh,
That makes sense.
freeze.
Phrase up.
Well,
I'll
get
deal
a
with
wedgie
this.
in a little.
He's not wearing
I don't want
clothes.
to ram his tail up his ass.
I don't.
I'm
no,
not sure
Phrase.
that would help.
Fine.
Be polite first, then you can be an arsehole.
You don't have to be polite to him. He's a jerk.
Well, this is true, but it's always nice to at least pretend to have the moral high ground.
Just tell me when I'm allowed to kick him in the nuts.
Well, though.
Wow, all of you. Okay.
Everybody sending cute list stuff at the same time. Same time.
Yeah.
Except no, not really. I'm just. You guys complete. Oh.
We
Did you
never
want
said
us
we
to
didn't go talk to Blade, we were just pointing it out.
Do you
And it was-
want us to go talk to the asshole? Is that what you
We
want?
go talk
I
to
don't
Blade.
care what you guys do. I'm just surprised considering the information you got last week.
But he's a jerk.
It's okay. Get Freeze to talk to him, then we can out-jerk him.
Actually, Freeze says, "You know what? I do recognize him, and I'm gonna go do a thing. Summer, I am very sorry for this. I promise that none of it means anything."
I will go.
And she puts on the dress.
Knock him dead, sweetheart. I'll just be over here cringing.
The cringe is real. It just follows
And
over.
she walks over to Blade and says, "Well, hello there, handsome."
Blade looks at you, fairly blankly, and he responds with, "Hi. Can I help you?"
This doesn't sound like Blade.
That's not...
Freeze doesn't know that, though. Oh, I think you can. Because I think that you have some skills.
Yeah, I need
Like
to
teach you.
go. I have
And
some
she runs a
leveling I
hook
need
down
to
his
do.
chest.
He's like, yeah, I need to go. I have some leveling to do.
Hi? We met earlier. You know, back on level 1.
Oh,
And again on
Um,
level, like, 3.
And
I'm not saying that in
and-
character, I'm still over there.
Yeah, and then
I'm-
like later on,
He nods and he's like, "Yeah, I remember you. You the noobs and the boar. Yeah, yep. Look, what do you want?
just catching up. Like we haven't seen you since like then. Well, I haven't anyway.
Well, I personally just wanted to lesson special skills.
Yeah, get your bitch away from me.
That's not mine.
Summer
It's
comes
hers.
running. What do you say about my?
What you say
I'm
about
sorry.
my
I'm
woman?
sorry. She doesn't actually hear that, so she doesn't.
She's like, yeah, no, that's
but-
not
Oh no,
mine.
he
That's
says that pretty loudly.
Milady!
my lady.
Okay, in which case, yes, Summer does come running. What
What'd you
the
say
fuck
about my-
did you say to my girlfriend?
What you say about my woman?
Holy shit! I am so
He's like-
flattered.
He sort of looks at you, blink, and he's like, "Have we met?"
Nope,
Yes.
but you just insulted my girlfriend. What do you have to say for yourself?
Your girlfriend was being a whore.
The
Well,
next words
well-
out of your mouth better begin with I'm and end with sorry, or you're going to regret it.
I have leveling to do. Is there something I can help you all with?
I'm gonna say Glaw's done with
How the fuck do you clip through things? There. Is that simple enough for your shitty fucking chewed bubblegum of a brain?
You mean the phase thing? This is a level up ability I picked. What about it?
We heard that you clipped through the floor. Like all
Oh.
the way through the floor.
Oh, I didn't get all the way. I got like halfway down, and then everything got fuzzy, and now I'm up, and then it launched me back up. Look, is there something I can help you with? I really need to go back to, like, leveling up.
We don't need him for anything else, do we?
I don't think so. That was
Good.
pretty
Get
much-
lost.
You can go
Yeah,
now.
it was nice meeting you
Sure
all.
it was. Get lost.
And he just leaves.
Don't like him.
Yeah. I mean, originally there was something a bit off about him at the start, but then he kind of went back to
Well,
being normal.
actually, Freeze is pretty much just staring at Summer, face completely flushed. Freeze
He called you names.
basically has hearts in her eyes.
Sorry?
Freeze has hearts in her eyes.
Heh. Oh, she got that upgrade.
The special heart contacts.
Sorry, Din, did you say that Glaw was done with thingying?
I was just gonna ask if Glaw was done with messaging, and
But
I am almost done, I promise.
no, it's
Oh.
fine, because I was just going to respond to what they were doing with. He's not wrong about the fact that you guys were just really fucking weird there.
That was entirely her. It just points at Freeze.
Look, maybe they were being a bit
Well,
weird.
Yeah, because I remember him. He was the one who said that I was a prostitute a while back. So
I wasn't going to get involved, Glaw, but he called her a bitch and a whore. I wasn't going to let that stand.
So
It
you're
was so
giving
hot when
credence
you
to the
slept
words of a guy whose opinion you care nothing about.
He doesn't get to call her that, Glaw. No one gets to call her that. They're foul words, and they shouldn't be used at all.
Freeze is still just kind of torn between talking about what happened and staring at Summer.
Well, I was just gonna shrug.
You don't have to agree with me, but... She's just still fuming.
Sweet, sweet Jesus, you're amazing.
And kiss.
Actually, yeah, Freeze does kiss Summer on, like, the corner of the lip.
Not trying to be amazing, I just don't like those words.
Well, sucks to be you. You are anyway.
Glaw's going to respond, or Glaw's going to look at the group after reading her responses and go, all right, so apparently Gemini's Legion is in town.
Really?
And they're staying at the end, and they want to chat.
Damn! We can
Arin,
stop this, like,
or-
you don't fucking suck!
Thanks for
Ah,
sorting that,
you
Glow.
suck. Freeze will shrug off the dress and say, but yeah, sorry about that. I assumed it would work since he's the one who, called me a prostitute back on level 1.
Anyway, he said something
Sorry.
about that he can glitch partway through the floor, but then it gets fuzzy and it boots him back up to the top.
And apparently gives him a full frontal lobotomy in the process if his,
It probably certainly did something to his brain.
Maybe he was
Either
just
way,
weird. Maybe he was just weirded out because Freeze looked like she was coming on to them, and a loser like that isn't used to that.
Okay, yeah, I could believe that, but either way, my brain's one of the few parts of me that almost functions normally, so, I'm not gonna try that unless it's something we really need to do.
By the way, Freeze, not that I at all object to you wearing that dress, but do you want to switch back into your normal clothes?
Yeah, sure. And Freeze will switch back into her leotard. I'll only keep this for, special occasions.
Blush.
Like when you're alone.
Blush!
Oh, no, wait. It would be on the floor then.
Let's just go and meet this new guild, shall we? Yes, okay, that sounds good. Let's go. And she starts walking off in a random direction, then turns around, comes back, and is like, Glaw, where are we going to meet them?
At the inn.
Arin or the town inn?
The inn on level 5.
There's only one.
So,
Yeah, that would make more
The
sense.
inn on the town you're in.
Yes.
the inn in the inn town. So, yeah, that one.
Do we have maps, by the way, like local character maps
Yes.
that we can check for finding things?
I would assume so.
If there's not an inn in... If there's... this may seem like a minor gripe, all things considered, but if there is not an inn called the Drunken Pony somewhere in this fucking game, it's only getting, 4.5 stars tops.
The Green Dragon.
So we head to the inn, I guess?
No, that's a different sort of intoxicant entirely.
Yes, to the inn.
Yep.
Yeah, if you go to the inn, you can see oh god. I don't want to actually have to fucking describe these characters.
Oh, Jesus.
Are they ponies?
Yes. But
Are they ponies
it might
that we
be easier
made?
if I can just attempt to stick them in the images document.
Oh,
that.
shit.
This'll be fun.
Will it?
So, talking to Gemini's Legion, aren't you? Jen?
I will be back very, very quickly.
Yes. Yes, you are. Good. I know which folder I need to steal things from. You're not gonna work. Oh, you might work. I don't know. Oh god, you're freaking huge because the stupid white box is still there. Damn you, white box. Character name for you is... Oh. Alright, God, fuck you, box. I hate you so much.
While Cuteless is doing that, Summer might turn to Glow while they're walking and ask, did anyone else get back to you?
Both of the guild leaders, the poll or whatever, so they'll spread that around. And Hopeless is apparently taking more walks lately, but otherwise seems fine.
Thanks. And Eep doing okay? Well, I imagine she would have...
Eep's keeping an eye on Hopeless.
Cool. Good. Thank you.
And I just realized I've been muted again. That's okay.
Good job.
So I just realized that typing is hard, and it's so much easier to just copy paste the names in. Okay, hopefully those have come across.
Okay, what
Um,
the fuck am I looking at?
Yep. Pony. It's what happens when you push the random button on Pony Creator.
Well, yeah, I can see that, but
Glaw's suddenly very. Once they meet, Glaw's going to be very glad that the randomize button turned up something fairly normal.
For all we know, Glaw could be that one. The one with the green and brown stripes.
oh, that
I
one's
like
not
Beryl.
the one I have a problem with.
It's the Afro Pony.
So to be fair, Orchid Cocoa sounds exactly correct. That is the right name for that pony.
I know, right?
Orchid Cocoa kind of looks like he might go Gamzee on us.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this image document in the chat so the streamies can see it.
Oh yeah, go for it. I just I haven't actually gone and designed cutie marks for them. Oh, well, that's fine. Ignore it for a bit.
Oh my god, Bale is
end.
adorable.
I know, right?
That's actually supposed to be Beryl,
It is.
isn't
It
it?
is. I just suck at typing.
Typos.
It's not like I'm totally doing all this all on
Funny,
the
I mean-
fly or anything. It's great. So yeah, you see, so as you go into the inn, you see, yeah, you see Orchid and, Orchid Cocoa and Beryl Tulip, sitting on a couch in front of a little table.
Freeze glances at them and says, "So fraternal then?"
They just, like, Orchid just,
All right.
Orchid's response is exactly what you see in the picture.
Hey.
And
brother.
Beryl sort of just raises an eye and is like, I take it you're Death Cube then.
That'll be us.
Great.
In the pixels.
In the pixels.
Summer, Claw, Freeze, Shadow. Nice to meet you. Thanks for agreeing to see us.
All good. So you, yeah, sorry, we invited you to chat, sorry, I know,
As a quick note, I am having a little bit of an episode, so if someone else could take the lead on this, I would really appreciate it.
Yes, I can. Freeze says, "So, Gemini, huh? You know, I'm personally a Scorpio, and if my birth certificate was translated accurately, it probably wasn't. I am also Virgo ascending, so, you guys twins in real life or what?"
Beryl just rolls her eyes, like the sort of, like, it's an eye roll you know, because Glaw wears it a lot. The
Glaw
sort of,
does it
why
a
are you
lot.
asking stupid questions sort of eye roll.
Hey, Glow, I think you'll get along with this one.
They have the same eye roll of stop asking stupid questions.
And she's like, not Gemini is in the twins. Gemini is in the princesses.
Alright, I forgot about that. You know, we actually tried to go on a on a tour concerning those, but for some reason, she glares at Shadow here, our thing was kind of fucked up. So let's
Yeah.
see someone here knows what the hell they're talking about.
Leeches
So,
are terrible things.
What's the deal?
Weird. Sorry, repeat that one, Freeze.
So,
What's
How
the
come-
dealio?
how come you called us here? Besides
Oh.
the obvious.
Well, I mean, you're the other guild that the guys in town were bitching about. So,
That would be
thought it
us.
might do well to sit down and have a bit of a face-to-face.
So to
Yeah, that makes
speak.
sense. So why were they kvetching about you?
They don't like the fact we've been trying to clear floors and, we get... Well, our group's kind of big, so we've been, trying to clear floors a little bit faster, and I don't think they like that.
So you're basically
And also,
doing.
and also we've put stop to some of their more scrupulous operations.
So you're basically doing what we're doing, but with more people.
Pretty much.
What kind of operations do you mean?
Oh, they were running this stupid scam on level 4 where they were trying to, get people to go to, basically try and sell people into slavery on one of the boats and sell people like useless protection charms and stuff.
Oh yes, they sound like such a reputable guild.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, we've basically had to flush them out of level 1, but
So you've had
Okay.
direct dealings with them?
yeah. Well, we haven't had direct dealings with anyone I'd call higher up. And the problem with Nightmare Guile is... One sec.
There are
They're
a lot
big,
of problems.
stupid, and unseemly.
There are a lot of problems with Nightmare Guile. One of them is the fact that they exist.
Well, it's more the fact they're not all one guild. Nightmare
So-
Guile and Cerberus seems to be more of a banner.
So they're sort of like anonymous, kind of going in all directions at once and fucking everything.
I don't know. Like, not every Nightmare Guile member we've met has been destructive. Some have been downright helpful, but... Like,
We have yet to meet those.
Any chance you could give us the names of any of the helpful ones? Might be useful to know for future reference.
oh. Yeah, sure.
So we don't accidentally kick them in the face.
Yes.
I'll write
that.
these ones down.
I need the document to open.
Also, it's cool to have.
She gives
it's
you
cool
some
to really
names,
have-
and I'll give them to you in a minute.
Thank you.
Okay. It's cool that you have a bunch of people, because when I just saw you two, I thought,
Is that it?
well, yeah, that. And, I mean, it's true, you've basically got fucking Goliath up there, and she points at the purple pony, but
I love your hair.
still, that's
Just nods and smiles.
still, that's just one big fucking pony of pure fuck you,
And purple.
and purple.
What? Orchid? Yeah. Orchid's fine. Orchid's pretty placid. But appearance
Fuck
is
for
often
that,
enough
she's
to
the
just
size of a
intimidate
fucking
people.
bull.
Well, yeah, definitely useful appearance's sake. And the the names she gives you in the chat. Nightmane and Cinder.
Nightmane and Cinder, you
All
say?
right. I'll write those down.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
And she turns to Glor and she's like, "Oh, I should say again, thank you for that poll. We've been having some grumblings from some of our members, and it's good to know that we might be able to use this to gauge member satisfaction, I guess."
Frankly, I'm just happy to find out it's a function that exists.
Yeah, I know, right? How'd you find
Yeah,
it anyway?
functionality of this game is really a mess.
Mm.
Although
Try-
I figured out a couple of ways to exploit it, and I'm still looking through it with the holy texts. But go on, Glock.
I was just. Fuck, I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
He was about to start
Something about the
the.
poll.
the fact that the poll exists.
Oh, Glow was just gonna say. I think I only found it thanks to searching, trying to find you guys, and Horsery.
Much. Horsery is weird.
Define
deal.
weird.
I mean, they're like 10 members, really tight knit. We've had a couple of dealings with them. They've helped us like flush out some of the weirder, like some of the dungeons, but like they're really close, and I don't know. They're one of those guilds that you can almost. She sort of looks down. Look, I'm just saying that if one of them died, I'd hate to see what happened to the rest of them.
One of those guys.
Really close then,
Oh,
huh?
so like,
Oh yeah, like really close. I mean, good at what they do. They are incredibly good at what they do. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Summer looks
Probably me.
concerned. Something we learned from Nightmare Guile, who we should probably let you know we had a brief meeting with just to find out some more about them.
They're still assholes.
Yes, but we're trying to. I'm trying to be civil with them. It tends to work out better that way, at least for now. Anyway, one of them, Deep Sleep, was saying how their leader, Cerberus, knows exactly how to break people. So, if he knows this about Horsery, how close they are, how much it would destroy them if one of them were killed, he may. It's
Use
not
that against
outside the
them.
realm of possibility. He might use that.
Honestly, between me and you, I'm surprised someone hasn't done it already. I'm surprised some random monster hasn't managed it already. A couple of their members like to take risks when
That's-
fighting in combat.
It only takes one.
That's not a good
Pretty
idea.
much.
What kind of
Freeze, shut
risks?
I mean,
yourself.
we've tried to talk to them about it, but they don't really like input from anyone who isn't one of their own.
They realize that death in this game is permanent. Yes.
I think everyone at this point realizes that, at least anyone who's fighting on.
Well,
This
that's
level.
really
that's
have
good
front
news at least.
lines?
Remember in early game where people didn't believe that?
As far as we know,
Oh, there are
this,
plenty of people who still don't believe that, trust me.
as far as we know, this level is the front line. Whichever level is the most recently unlocked is the front line.
Yeah. None of us. It's weird. There's you've seen like the world map for this place, right?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, but none of us can find the final boss. Like, we've all been here for a little while. Even Nightmare Guile seems to be having trouble finding it, and they seem to be racing ahead of everyone else most of the time.
Maybe it's hidden in plain sight like the level 4 boss was.
Fuck the level 4 boss.
Yes, fuck the level 4
Seriously.
Yeah.
boss, we hate her.
Yeah, most people do. But, you know, when you've got enough information, she's not actually too difficult.
No,
especially
it's
if you've
just
got
it's
right
just
skills.
the fact that you can be killed inside what is meant to be a safe zone that kind of fucked with
Oh
us.
yeah, no, that's a load of crap. I completely agree with you.
We took a risk. I took a risk. It ended badly for someone. She didn't die, but I should have been
She's
more careful.
severely traumatized.
We won't.
Freeze actually
We'll not.
puts a roof on Summers and said, "We took a risk."
Yeah. Anyway, I won't dwell on that. It's her business, not ours. So, where have you looked for this level's boss then? Just everywhere and no luck?
We know it's on the 4th island, but
How do you know?
well, if you talk to one of the like Monster Hunter Guild on 4.3, they'll basically tell you that, you know, the legendary monster is on Island 4, but no one's been able to find it. And I'm sort of starting to worry that it's like a flying creature or something. which would mean anyone who doesn't have wings is basically screwed.
Summer
But-
looks at Glaw.
That seems grossly unfair.
They know it's on
This
island
game
floor.
can be grossly unfair, though. I mean, take the level 4 boss in the safe zone. Take
Yeah,
the fact that there are glitches. There are flaws in this game.
Oh, there are definitely flaws, but that just seems like even the level 4 boss, right? Like, all the bosses so far have been defeatable, like, no matter what race you played.
True.
It just seems weird that this one isn't.
This
They
one
consider
seems
the-
like it might have some kind of... It seems like it
I don't
would
know,
be
maybe there's
difficult
an
to
event
play.
we haven't unlocked or
They
something.
consider the possibility that it's not on Island 4. It is Island 4.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I was thinking.
That's what we thought. So, we started just, we had people diving under the water, see if we could, have legs or something. Doesn't seem to.
Hmm.
Like, if it is, like, we've attacked it and nothing's happened, so...
All right,
Freeze.
so
Oh,
this is
go
a
ahead.
sorry. This is a out of character question. The world map that we have labels these as islands 1, 2, 3, and 4, right?
Yep.
Which island are we on now?
Island 1.
Okay. Glaw's going to look at them and go, and you didn't find any sort of event on Island 1?
Not that... I mean, we went through and we did all the quests that we could find. Island 1's basically, the home base, all the easy stuff. Island 3's your Monster Hunter Guild, which, if you guys want to be on the guild registry, you're going to have to go visit. Island 2's the pet event.
Summer
So-
glances at Freeze.
Freeze is just bobbing up and down.
So, I don't know.
Freeze does credit
Maybe
that.
there's just something on Island 4 we haven't found, but we'll keep
Did
looking
it,
and we'll keep updated if we find anything.
Yeah, if we
Gloss-
find anything, and if we find anything, we'll tell you.
Hmm.
Freeze, your
Appreciate it.
holy text, that doesn't go into any depth on level design itself, does it?
Nope. Does not.
Not that I've found. It's mostly production notes, but I can keep looking through them.
Shadow just turns to the other two and goes, "We should probably clarify, when we say holy text, we mean the in-game version of patch notes.
Oh,
You guys found the
yeah.
patch
Freeze,
notes?
We
Freeze,
found the patch notes.
Freeze calls it the holy text, and it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Mhm. I've actually got them on me, and she pulls the briefcase out of her inventory. Because we found it in this kind of developmental...
We found the
No,
GM
sorry.
island, essentially.
No wonder she's charging out the nose for any information on you.
Who? Oh, are you?
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. Are you talking about prophetic prophet? Read that prophetic portrait.
Well, yeah, but she's not the only information broker in the game.
Who
Yeah.
else is
And
charging
they're
for
all
information?
charging out the nose for any information on you.
Oh wait. Sorry, did she say on us?
On us?
Yeah.
Summer just kind of froze. Wait, on us? Why
We're
specifically
famous.
us?
Just Death Cube in general. Like, you guys just seem to be doing stuff that the rest of it either aren't finding or aren't privy to.
Well, it's nothing special. It's luck.
I would assume a part of them are just the name.
And look,
Look, I just want.
honestly, most people aren't really sure what you guys are or what you guys are trying to do. Like, you just seem to show up, stuff happens, and then leave again. And people like to... Look, information in this game is power. The more you know, the less likely you are to get murdered by something random.
That's why I
So-
read the Ricky. And the back of the box.
Freeze is
And the
going to
magazine.
actually get up and leave the inn. And once she's outside, she cups her hooves around her mouth and... To anyone who is particularly curious as to what Death Cube is about,
It's not about what you think it's about.
we members of the Death Cube Guild are simply working to get to the 10th floor and get ourselves the fuck out of this game. We've stumbled into a lot of good luck. We're trying to get as few people killed as possible. And that's all you really need to know. If you want more, please feel free to contact our PR department at www.eatshit.upyourass.com.
Meanwhile,
Thank you
inside
for your
Summer's going,
time.
we should really get a new PR agent.
Or at least one that
And
isn't so insultive.
And then Freeze will walk back in. Well, that should answer some of their questions.
Freeze, have you ever considered a career in advertising?
No.
You
Good.
should.
Beryl just sort of looks up at Orchid. He sort of looks down at Beryl, like looks right down at Beryl, and he just turns to the rest of you, and he's just like, fairly deep. Just,
Morgan
Are-
Freeman.
you sure? That's all.
What else would there be?
Just
What are people saying about us? What do you think? What do you think we are about?
If they're shipping Summer and me, they're right.
Shush.
Actually, grin. And she's like, "What aren't some people saying about you? Some people are saying that your GMs who are here to keep an eye on us, and that's why you keep getting through all this stuff you shouldn't be able to get through.
I
People
wish.
saying you're here to clear the game. People saying you're like directly fighting for Nightmare Guile. Some people
Oh!
working for Nightmare
Wait.
Guile.
Wait, working for Nightmare? Huh.
Like,
Kind of idiots are believing that one.
Well-
we
You'd be
did.
surprised what counterculture stuff does.
Yeah.
like, you guys have bought property. You guys are managing orphans. You guys are going around just helping random people. I mean, everyone you seem to interact with starts to get more special status. Let's put it that way.
Huh.
I mean, Bifurx really picked himself up
He
apparently,
has? Oh
and,
god, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
is
really
actually
good.
doing fairly well on the third floor. It's
He's pretty
like
cool.
helping people, basically
Yeah.
helping people get through the third floor.
He is? God, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
like ferrying people, helping to ferry people between towns and stuff.
We should catch up with him
Freeze actually
sometime.
does a very genuine smile.
We do need to catch up with the people on the previous levels just to see how they've been.
Yeah, I mean, we only really check in with Hopeless these days, and the Spike Brothers. And Prophet, I suppose. This is kind of
I mean-
blowing us, me away, to be honest. I didn't think
We're
we
famous.
were making that many waves. We're just trying to get out, same as most other people here.
We just
And,
seem to
you
be
know.
doing a very good job at it.
We just don't want anyone getting hurt.
Well,
Yeah,
not
and
anyone
see,
that
that's-
doesn't deserve it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, get out
Uh,
of the game, make sure as many people survive as possible.
I'm just some
I mean,
dickhead who
the fact
fucks
that,
myself up.
And her.
Your Griffin over there is very standoffish and able to break practically anything. You have a
Yeah.
member who can clip through walls, and you're we're just waiting for the next glitch to come out of the next, the rest of you.
There's another dude who can glitch through walls, and he's an even bigger asshole than I am.
Can confirm.
Which,
Can confirm Blade is an
Wait.
asshole.
wait, did you just say Blade?
Yes.
Do you know him too?
But he's dead.
Wait, what?
What?
No, we just.
Summer
We
stands up.
just saw him.
I'll be right back.
Oh
Um,
shit.
I'm sending a message. Culus, I'm sending a message.
Yep. Yep, go for it.
I was
thought that
thinking,
something
God,
off
I was
about
thinking
him.
about this, and oh God, where's it fucking... Ah! You guys carry on. Everything's fine.
Okay,
Uh,
considering I just tried to flirt with a guy who's apparently dead,
He looked pretty good for someone being dead.
I mean,
I mean, as much as you can be when you're an asshole.
Yeah, we've had
what?
we've had people checking names off the thing, and he's definitely someone who's been
Off.
slashed.
Out of
How
pure,
the fuck did he
out of
die?
curiosity, how?
Did it have anything to do with clipping through the ground and
Did it?
hitting?
Was it like gravity by any chance?
No, that's the weird thing. It falling, anything like that, Um. Like, that's the weird thing. It just said, unplugged.
Oh shit!
Oh.
But Freeze actually just sort of touches her arm or upper lip.
Summer comes back in time to hear this and is just. She keeps opening her inventory to look at her messages.
Yeah, Freeze is touching her sort of shit. I'm just gonna say arm, and she says.
Okay, so she gets a message and quickly pings back a reply and goes, yeah, he confirms it, unplugged. So who the hell was that?
That was not
I
Raid.
don't know, but I am so glad I did not get any further than negative first base.
Indeed. Listen, this is big.
This is big.
Look, I'm sorry, but we saw him recently. We could still find him again, figure out what the hell is going on here. I don't know what it could mean, but it can't be nothing. Would you mind if we cut our meeting short? Would that be alright with the rest of you?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we wouldn't want to hold you up.
Or you could come with us
yeah,
if you
I'll add
wanted
you-
to. It's up to yourself.
Oh, no, we'll stay. We don't mesh well with him, let's put it that way.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah, I'll add
anybody
you to my
does.
friends list,
We
and she
don't
sends you a
either,
friends-
but... God, maybe that is why he was acting weird.
I thought he
Freeze,
was weird.
agrees to the friend request and then goes out and climbs to the highest point in the city to try and look for Dickhead McGee.
Yep.
Law.
One thing in character, one thing out of character.
Yep.
The in character thing is as Glaw's leaving, she'll turn back and say, "So, don't." Sorry, I know this sounds probably kind of condescending and is like 10 topics ago, but think about maybe the fact that they numbered these islands specifically in regards to finding the final boss. I think that's the only thing I can think of. And then out of character, can I do a retroactive perception thing?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Who do you want a perception?
I will tell you after I make the roll.
No, you
Did
tell me
I-
before you make the roll.
No, but I want it to have dramatic impact and stuff as I say
Alright,
it. Also, I
fine,
accidentally
fine.
dropped out of the roll through.
Fine.
I saw that you left the room. I'm like, you're gonna need to rejoin before you roll.
Too dramatic, too
Right.
dramatic!
It's too.
I saw it and I'm like, wow, Gloria's that mad at me.
It's
Oh,
so
No.
dramatic that you
No,
left.
sorry, I didn't even notice. I don't know how it happened. I think I was like screwing around with the bottom part of my mouse
Unplugged.
and like trying to clean the thing, and it just Sorry, one moment, almost. Okay, a 36.
Holy shit!
Was Blade labeled as an NPC?
He was not.
Okay. All right.
As they go out, and Summer is going to call behind her, "Thanks very much, we'll keep in touch," and then she just says to
Make
Glaw,
yourselves at home.
"Glaw, bird's eye view."
Well, we'll give a bird's eye view.
All right, roll me.
And
some
now for
perception.
now for another perception check, which will not go as well, I bet.
Well, I think Freeze is rolling.
19.
I'm rolling my own perception
Basically,
on
between-
holy shit!
Between Freeze and Shadow, he can get high up, and Glaw, who can fly. Basically, Summer's the only one who won't be doing a perception check.
Fair. Freeze, you can see him. He's wandering down the mountain path. And he seems to be, just walking.
Freeze basically calls to Summer in her head and says, "Alright, I can see him. Follow me." And she jumps down from the high up place and runs after him.
Summer is going to message Glaw and Shadow to say Freeze has eyes on him.
Yeah, I figured I'd see him as well, so I'm just gonna run after them.
25 and 19, you guys can see Freeze.
Glaw
Summer
will
is
fly.
actually going to mass group message and say, "Don't engage, ? Observe first, ?
So, stealth. Got it.
Yep. So yeah, as you guys,
Okay, Freeze does receive the message, and you can hear some grumbling in your head, Summer, and then a fine.
It's just so stealth. Good, got it. And then there's a little stick ninja.
Summer
That's
just
all
goes, "Hey, I didn't get emoticons with mine."
It's an
yeah.
ASCII ninja.
It's a little ASCII ninja.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so you guys can catch up to him pretty easily. He's walking, so I'm not going to make you roll a might check for it.
Yeah, might check.
Please will hang
Oh
back
no,
a
my
bit.
might is...
No, you don't need to. It's all good.
Sorry?
Because
You don't need to. You don't need to roll anything. It's all good.
I don't?
So you guys catch up.
Okay, never mind then.
With a 23, you catch up to him better. Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
But yeah, if you observe him, he's walking down the mountain path. Just by himself.
Okay, so, okay, you guys are the more tactful ones, and, there's a more sneaky one here, but, frankly, I just kind of want to walk up to him and tell him he's dead.
Yeah, we might end up having to question him directly, but maybe we might find out more about him by observing him first. That's not a guarantee, though. I'm willing to do whatever you guys are. I just thought we should consult on it first. What do the rest of you think? I mean, obviously Shadow is already stealthing because I can't see him.
Yep. Shadow is still.
Glow, any thoughts? Or we possibly...
Observe and
I
confront.
don't do stealth.
Sorry, what did Glow say?
Well, observe and confront. That's basically all we can do.
Alright, observe, then confront. Sounds good. Summer is going to try and get close enough to do arcane analysis.
Freeze
Okay,
is going to hang back because she is the least stealthy motherfucker to ever not wear
I'm
armor.
sorry, are you... Okay, wait. First question. Have we
Feel
left
free
the
to
safe
roll
zone?
Arcana. Yes, you are out at the safe zone.
Okay, in which case... Alright, we all need to look out for hostile NPCs, or for that matter, hostile PCs, because we can get killed out here. If you guys could... If one of... sorry, Summer.exe has encountered a problem and needs to restart.
I'll keep an eye out, says Freeze.
Yeah. Yeah, Shadow and I will keep eyes on him. Glow and Freeze keep eyes out for hostiles. And yeah, then she does arcane analysis.
Alright, roll me the arcane.
I need to find a thing. Yeah, this path. Okay. And I get to roll that twice.
Yep, you do.
For the record, Freeze holds out her hoof to Glaw for a fist bump.
It's
And Glow's just like, what?
What is this?
Okay, so that's the first one. 38 and 39.
Oh shit, that second one is a nat 20.
No, it isn't.
+5, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a nat 15.
My bad.
With a 35 Glow, yep, you're keeping a fairly good eye on the surroundings. You're not overly worried about anyone sneaking up on you. And if you're observing Blade as well with that, he seems to be perfectly fine. With 38 and 39, you can't detect there are no magical effects that you can detect. He seems perfectly fine.
This is really freaky. Summer looks concerned and just mutters to the others. Can't detect any kind of magic, so I'm not quite sure how they're doing this.
Okay, fuck this. Freeze is going to go and basically jog to catch up with him and say, hey, dickhead, you know you're dead, right?
Invisible face.
Hi, can I help you? I've got some leveling I need to do.
Funny, you said that last time. Okay, you're dead. And I'm not saying that as a threat or as an attempt to coerce you, it says on the death cube down in level 1, where the dead people are, that you're dead.
If I was dead, I wouldn't be able to walk around and I wouldn't be able to fight things, which I can do. So, if you excuse me, I've got some leveling up to do.
Hold it.
Summer just
She,
kind of
basically just
stares
grabbed
and then glances to Glow and's like, "Are you freaked out as well?"
Do you recognize her?
No.
Shadow just going to appear like above him.
You called me a bitch?
Shadow has been following him on the
Sounds
ceiling.
like something I do, but I don't remember doing it.
Guys, he's brain dead.
Yeah. he
Summer
is
just
brain
kind
dead.
of, oh god.
We met like probably not 5 minutes ago in town when
One
she
sec.
tried to flirt with you.
Blade? Do you remember the name or the pony Stainless Spike?
Something to do with a ball, right?
Yes.
Freeze
remember
is
that?
going to... Sorry.
You were partied up with him.
Yeah, yeah. We fought the boar, and then some other cronies came along, and then I left, and then I basically just played solo from them. Yeah. What about it?
Gloss going to try adding Blade to a friends list.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. If you try and friend him,
The username Blade is not available.
yeah. It doesn't allow, like, you can see him on the thing, but he's grayed out as though he's logged off.
Can I send a message?
No. Because it just comes up with the, like, user is logged off.
Blade, what's your real name?
Huh? Oh. Look, can I help you? I have got some leveling to do.
You keep saying that.
Guys, he's cycling.
So, what does this mean? Glow?
It means this is a memory cycle.
This was the last thing he did before he died.
And then he was unplugged, and this game probably has an offline NPC mode that he's...
So he's a
He's-
ghost.
Yes. He's ghosting
Alright.
the last minutes of his life.
No, the last thing he responds to is like, no, the last thing I did was I was using the glitch. The leveling was what I was going to do afterwards. Yeah.
Glitch.
Summer suddenly clutches Freeze. You don't glitch through the floor. You do not
You
glitch
never
through the floor.
glitch through the floor.
I won't.
Glitching through the floor is what killed him. That's what unplugged him.
He tried to break the game and it broke him.
Please shudders.
He just starts walking again.
One
Can
more
I-
test.
Summer doesn't follow. She's prepared to let him go at this point.
Freeze,
Should we
lets
let him
go
go?
a few steps, and then tosses a rock at his head.
The rock hits him. He turns around and looks at you, and she goes, "What? What? What do you want? Like, can I?
What do you
help
have to do right now?
Oh, I've got some leveling to do. You can't.
Aside from that,
move forward. Progress.
Okay, no, fuck this. Freeze is gonna turn around and start walking away.
Who's the last person you talked to?
Oh, some mare.
what did she look like?
She was sort of a green coatish unicorn thing. Yeah, she was a green coated unicorn, and we were talking about glitches, and she was wondering if glitching through the floor was possible, So, I tried it, and
Specific markings.
you mention it. No. Like,
Just
she didn't.
completely, like, just completely
She
block
just-
green.
Yeah, like, she didn't even have a key mark or anything, and she was getting followed by this dog. It
Summer,
was like this little.
a three-headed chihuahua.
No. It was like this Jack. Like, it had 3 heads, yeah, but it wasn't a chihuahua. It was.
Jack Russell.
Yeah, I think so.
Bulldog.
Jack Russell sounds
Jack
right.
Russell.
What color was Sugar?
Actually, I think Sugar Blade was blue.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I'm just
Sugar Blade is.
Was Sugar Blade like block blue or?
No. Sugar Blade is. Hey. Why'd you need my car keys? Okay. No, Sugar Blade is printing NPCs. There we go. Why are you in that folder? Whatever. She is a purple earth pony with a blue mane and tail,
That's
and
right.
a cutie mark of a blade of sugar and a blade in a sugar bag.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just realized I've chucked all of the horror same members in that folder too. Yay.
Or the rec-
So it was just a block. So all of her was green, just green hair, green tail, green skin, green eyes.
Does
Yeah, from what I remember.
that sound like anyone we recognize? Cuteless.
No.
As they're continuing the interrogation, is there like a not a message, but a message board type thing, like something where you can post a thing and other people can see it?
The forum. Is there an
there is
in-game
a-
forum?
There's a newspaper that you can access where players can basically post stuff up in certain topics.
Freeze will post a very simple post in this. Some people seem to have powers to clip through solid materials within the game. I am one of them. To anyone with this ability, do not, in all caps and underlined twice, I repeat, do not clip through the floor. From what it seems, it is more than likely the cause of the death of a player by the name of Blade. Or no, is Blade the right name?
Yes, Blade.
Okay. Of Blade.
You may want to mention that he's currently ghosting, just in case people see him and go, "Oh, he's alive. That was bullshit."
If anybody encounters him, he's not actually alive.
If anyone encounters him, he seems to be in a sort of pseudo-NPC loop. His body is ambulatory, but there's no one home. And he posts that.
Okay.
I don't even really feel like we should leave him. Like, I'm not saying just straight up kill him, but
What should we do? Put him in prison?
no, I don't know. Because he's gone in all matter of the sense. He is not living anymore, and yet he's here, and that's not right. Like, honestly, I feel like we should just give him rest, and I'm not saying kill him just for the sake of he's
Shadow.
dead.
It's not him anymore.
So should
Whatever
I?
the fuck happens, I'm going somewhere else.
So should I just?
I
Just
made a
leave it
post
be.
on the newspaper function, so at least people will know.
Be prepared to receive questions about it.
Freeze is just shuddering, and she actually kind of nudges Summer aside, and She takes Summer's forehoof and just sort of runs her own hoof along it once they're both stable on the ground. Right here. This is where an IV is. This is where an IV would probably be on you right now. There's probably one on me too.
I don't really think
And,
about it.
She actually
Is
is
this
just
patch thing?
she actually just kisses that
At the
spot
moment?
and says, "That IV is keeping you alive right now." When I heard unplugged, the first thing I
You're
thought
gone
was
really
it's like
quiety.
taking enough life support.
You're getting quieter
sorry.
and quieter.
I think sometimes when you kind
Sorry.
of when your characters do a more serious voice, your volume kind of drops.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. She just sort of holds Summer and presses her lips to the spot where the IV is and says, "That little thing is what's keeping you alive right now. Just a little needle, and I'm so glad that it is. Because when I heard Unplugged, my first thought was that maybe he had been taken off life support and that now he was just sort of wandering around and
Yeah. I thought he might have been taken off or unplugged from the system from the outside, but
she just leans her head against Summer's forearm, visibly almost in tears.
she just hugs her
I'm
tight.
so glad that you're still here.
You're going to be very careful with the clipping, okay? We're not going to take any unnecessary risks.
Yes, I am.
Good.
All right.
All right.
If you gain any weird magical glitchy powers, you're not going to do anything stupid either.
Until I look like I do a thing like that. Anyway,
If it would help people, yes.
what now?
Should we just leave him, or
I'm not
I don't
touching
know
him
what the right
again.
thing is. I mean, like Law said, he's not alive anymore. I mean, can he do any harm in this state?
don't know? That's the
Just
thing.
think of it as his digital tombstone, guys.
Right. We leave it.
Yeah.
Go home.
And that way, on the off chance that he's not entirely dead, maybe he has a place to go back to. I mean, I'm not saying that's likely, but God,
On
that
the
was
off
depressing.
chance.
I mean, I hated the guy, but
Breeze will be regularly checking on the what's the newspaper to see if anyone's commented on her stuff.
Not yet, but it hasn't been up for very long.
Summer,
Okay, but
meanwhile,
she's
is going
sort
to send a quick message to, if I can say that I've added them as friends anyway, send a quick message to, Orchid
other two.
and Beryl, just to say,
No, he's dead.
mystery solved. Turns out trying to clip through the floor kills you and leaves a ghost.
Get a response back that's basically like, okay, we'll tell some of our members, none of our guys, no one I know of who has picked the power, but we'll make sure to try and tell anyone we can.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you around, I guess. Blade, you go do your leveling.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just leaves.
Well, fuck.
Breeze is just
We should probably not mess with any kind of glitching or teleporting for a while. It always seems a bit dangerous.
Summer is going to pull up that screenshot she took a while ago of the devs in character selves.
Yep.
Are any of them green? Or rather, do any of them fit the description that Blade gave?
None of them do.
Okay.
Also, remember, he could have just been, since he's whatever the fuck he's doing, he could have just been giving a super generic description. Like, his not brain could have been only remembering the super basics, like gender, color, species.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. It's worth keeping an eye out for anyone with that description, just in case.
Freeze was actually going to say, 1 minute, I need to do a thing, and sort of nudge Shadow aside, and sort of drag Shadow away.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow, I'm gonna ask you to do kind of a big favor for me.
What?
I have the same power as Blade does. I'm gonna try not to use it, or at least not to use it for anything that isn't important, but if I ever end up glitched like that, please just kill me, preferably before Summer sees it.
It won't come to that. Oh no, wait, sorry, you're talking to Shadow, not me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, assuming it actually comes to that, and for whatever reason, between life or death, you actually had to glitch through the floor, then yeah, they'll try and make it quick, but you're not gonna do that. I don't think Summer would let you do that. I don't think I would let you do that.
Glow,
And she punches Shadow.
Freeze gets a hug.
Yeah.
And then she wanders back to join the group.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear that there's still something on her mind, but she's not really speaking it.
Back to the tavern, I guess.
Yep.
Heading back to town?
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Should we sleep in this town's inn or ours?
I thought this town's inn was ours.
no, that's downstairs.
Oh, that's a floor down.
Ow, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry, there may have been some background noise there for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Only a little. But Freeze just sort of mutters worriedly to herself, and after a moment of silence, she just says, "But if I don't want to be trapped anymore, any more than I am. It's bad enough not having my lights back home, but what if the way it was not that he was completely dead, but like he was watching from the inside, but he couldn't do anything?"
Let's not play the what if game. It's a terrible game that never has a good outcome.
I'm scared.
To be honest, we all are. We just have different ways of showing it.
Glow's like, fuck that, I don't fear fear.
Law's been really quiet and sending a lot of messages.
Glory's scared on the inside.
In which case, can Summer glance over and go, you spreading the word, or is this something else?
I just had a thought that I didn't want to... I needed to check on it.
You'll let us know.
If it's something important.
It's fine. It's fine. Just
Something personal.
freaked me out for a few moments.
Anything you want to talk about? Anything we can do?
The only thing it seems we can do is be sure to visit level 1 again sometime soon.
You worried about the kids?
Yeah.
Oh god, do any of them have that glitch power?
No, that's.
I asked Eve about that. I was worried about Hopeless. Hearing that she'd been taking a lot of walks and repeating a lot of the same actions.
Oh god.
What?
No. No,
No.
no, no.
She's fine.
Okay, fuck. Fuck.
I think my heart stopped for a second there.
Summer has actually, in the split second, Summer has actually started crying. Right. She's, God, I didn't even think. But Eep says she's alright.
He says, Jess says she's fine.
She's still acting like herself.
To quote Eep, it's still Hopeless, just with a weapon and looking at the death cube a lot.
Nice.
Hopeless has armed herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What with?
A knife and the scythe.
Good. Okay.
Better than nothing.
Maybe we should take her leveling one day. God, this is the kind of stress no one should have to deal with.
When we get home, and by home I mean the inn, when we get to the inn, I'm gonna...
You're quiet again, Eli.
Sorry. When we get back to the inn, I'm gonna see if I can find fan fiction about kittens cuddling something.
That's fair, yes.
Something nice would be good right about now.
What time of day is it, by the way?
It is probably mid-morning.
Okay.
Like, yeah, anywhere between 10 and noon.
It's already been a long day.
Too early to go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I guess we should probably let's sit down somewhere, take stock of the situation, then figure out what we're gonna do next here.
Mm.
Well, I
think-
guess we figured out what we're doing next year.
What did Eli say?
Go to the pet island.
For
Fair.
Pet Island.
That might be nice.
Get a nice pet.
If Horsery gets back to us, we should probably meet up with them. And at some point, maybe follow up on that debate idea, but I don't think that's too urgent. Wait for the results of the poll to come back in, try and get to know the other guilds that are on our side a bit better, and, well, we can always use loot and XP, and a pet would actually probably be quite helpful, if they're a combat pet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit whether it's combat
Yeah,
or
I
not.
honestly wouldn't care if it's combat.
And if
hey,
it'll
it's-
make you guys happy, of course.
Well,
I'll be honest,
I'm
I
always,
always did kind of want a pet.
I am always happy.
Maybe we can find something smart enough to run the inn for us.
What, are we not good enough? Are we just gonna let our pets run the inn and we're gonna get back and it's gonna be like a 5-star tavern?
I could see that happening. You know,
Freeze is
sometime,
actually going... Sorry, go on.
maybe sometime we should, until we can actually find a way to get all the kids and Hopeless up here, maybe we should actually start thinking about, you know, actually renting out rooms in the inn, make a bit of extra money.
Decent source of income.
Because you guys are so poor.
I can totally work in the inn. I have the outfit and everything.
Freeze is going to actually message... Who do we know that's on level 5?
I feel like the only people we know on level 5 are, you know,
The people we
Nightmare Guile and
Lovely people.
Gemini's Legion.
Okay, she's going to
And Blade.
message...
Sorry.
Fuck that shit!
I know, that was
God
well
damn.
played, Cuteless, you evil, evil bastard.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Christ.
She's going to message Beryl and say, Okay, one, we found out what the fuck happened to Blade.
Yeah, they
He's-
already know. We sent a message to them.
But my teammates probably told you that. Two, is there anything we need to get a pet on Pet Island? I
What
know
kind
that
of
seems
pets can we
random,
get?
but we need something fluffy. And if she sends it.
You get a message back saying there are a couple of choices. If you can get to, it's all basically all the quests on this level are really handed by the Monster Hunter Guild. So if you can get there, then they'll help you out. But just be careful getting over there. The seas aren't exactly aren't exactly safe zones. Let's put it that way.
She mails
Oh,
back,
no.
we have an aqua pony, but thank you very much for the help.
Oh no, a place full of water. Whatever will we do?
I'm Aquapony.
I am Aquapony.
Oh,
And she turns and says, okay, we're gonna have to visit the, Hunt-a-Fuck Guild, before we go to Pet Island.
oh, and while we're
Monster
there, we
Hunters.
can register officially as a guild.
Yeah.
We might.
Guild buddies!
Guild buddies. I mean, we already have a guild house.
Yes, that's true. Oh, Glor, when you were doing your messaging, were you also letting the... I mean, I know that Freeze put up the message on the forum, but did you also let our other contacts know about the danger of glitching through the floor? Just because if not, I'll do that now.
I hadn't, but
I'll take care of
yeah,
it.
we should do that.
I was about to contact Sugarblade about it anyway. So if it's okay with you, Cuteless, Summer just sends a mass email a mass PM to all her contacts saying, if you or anyone you know can phase/clip through walls, do not use this ability to go through floors. It will kill you.
You get a lot of generic responses back. Is there anyone in particular you're looking for responses from?
Sugarblade, actually, since she was the one who told us about Blade.
Get a response back from her that's essentially, that's weird. That shouldn't happen.
No,
Well,
it shouldn't.
maybe, I don't know.
Neither should clipping through the floor.
Maybe, I don't really know how to do. I don't really know what to say about that. Just if you're gonna try that door trick, be careful, okay?
We will. Can explain more about what happened to. What am I gonna say? Will do. And Blade dying is how we know about clipping being dangerous. Can tell you more if we see each other again.
Yeah, will do.
Okay.
Is
All right.
prophetic portrait in Summer's contacts?
Oh, yeah, actually she is.
Okay.
At least I think.
I'm
Is she?
gonna say yes.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, Summer doesn't like her much, but she has been in contact with her, so.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Just wanted
basically,
to
as
double
far as
check.
Summer's
You
concerned,
haven't
she's a
sent
necessary
me.
evil.
So I assume you want her response as well then.
Go on then.
She'll send a response back. That's essentially, I'll try and spread the word to some of the other information brokers to start selling that on the cheap. But not many people I know have actually picked up that ability. I'll keep my eye out for any other massive glitches. How'd your meeting with Nightmare Guile go?
Summer messages back.
Of course she knows about
Shitty.
that.
I'm not surprised you already heard about it. Maybe Glor can fill you in next time we're on level 1. Also, you might want to give away that information for free. Free's already posted it on the forum.
Alright. I wouldn't stop some of them charging for it, trust me. But I'll see what I can dig up. I'll see what I
But
can,
you're above
like,
that,
dig
right,
up.
Winky Face?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll see what I can dig up on any other of the glitches. I had something about a door, like a sort of teleport crystal glitch thing. But yeah, I don't know.
We heard about that one too. Any other information you could give us is much appreciated.
It'll cost. It's like I do have some other information, but it is going to cost you. As much as I like you guys, I can't just work for free all the time.
Noted.
No,
Maybe
you
next time
totally
we're on
can.
your level.
Yeah. Sure.
Response: You'll never be on my level, scrub.
Lol.
Winky face.
Summer will sort of discreetly say to Glow, well, looks like your friend might have some more info for us next time we see her, if we're willing to pay.
Oh, wonderful. That just makes me so happy I could puke.
And this is why I was telling Glow and not you.
Oh.
Sorry. did
No,
say it
you
loud
can
enough for-
easily have overheard it, but it was directed at Glow.
Uh-huh.
Glaw's just gonna nod and go, alright, good to know.
I know that she's something we're inevitably going to have to deal with. I get that.
But she insulted
just-
you for your disability, and for that we dislike her a lot.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I am 100% on board with you, Princess.
She blushes.
I mean freeze. So we going to this monster island or not?
Princess Freeze! Yeah, let's
Freeze.
get to this fucking
It's like, no, remember, Freeze was the queen. I was the princess.
Anyway, Glow doesn't need to know we were playing in a sandcastle. Are we going to this monster guild or not? Are we? Yeah? Sound good? Okay.
Yeah.
And Summer starts walking off
Okay.
again, then walks back and goes, that's okay, whichever direction we go
It's
in,
the
yeah.
other way.
Right,
She
man.
walks off.
goddamn ocean.
She walks off
3
and they
hours
just stand
10?
there waiting for her to come back.
Yeah, do we want to call it there?
I think we'll call it there.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Next time on Equinity Planeshifter,
Yeah,
pets!
that was a
We
very
feel
fun session.
so many feels.
Ats.
Holy fuck,
Okay.
man.
The feels.
I would love to
So-
stay and have after chat, but
You have
we
things.
need to catch up with another friend, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream and the recording.
Okay.
So,
Stream people.
Before you
Stream.
go, thank you for streaming, Dally. Thank you for DMing Cuteless, and thank you all
Oh,
for playing
good.
with me.
ditto, and thank you streamies for watching, and with that, goodbye.
Bye, streaming.
See you, Dally.